Hello everyone! Welcome to the Crystal Library. Hi! I hope we're doing great. I hope we're doing well. I hope we're swell. I hope we're full of pumpkins and beans. Welcome! I am here and I am ready to doodle and I am ready to learn, but more importantly, hello. I hope you are here and I hope you're ready for whatever today's gonna entail. I don't know. Hey, isn't that Cubic Boy? What's up? How you doing? Welcome. I really needed you last week. I was struggling so hard in Blender. But you know what? It gave me a chance to learn. It gave me a chance to figure it out. So in a way, we have to struggle in order to forward our progress. But oof. However, thank you very much for popping in, and anybody who's watching this either in the present or in the future, any VOD watchers out there, if you're catching up on this series, welcome. Thank you! Hello, and good morning, good evening, and good night. Doing good? Great. Doing great over here, too. Man, oh man. Again, welcome. Super quick for the lowdown of how today's gonna go. Thank you. Well, today we're not doing Blender, unfortunately. But I will show you what I did, and you can yell at me or tell me how much I suck at Blender and be like, oh, we need to work on that. If it has a Blender logo on the thumbnail, then it's a Blender day. If it's a sketch a drawing, it's going to be a drawing day. And for the most part, I know Blender's not what we're here for. We're here to learn anatomy, and we're here mostly to draw. So I'm going to try to keep the ratio of like 1 Blender stream to 2 or 3 art sketch gesture streams. Don't worry about it, not a problem. It's at midnight! Oh my god. But hey, if you're trying to learn anatomy, I'm going to say right now, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So, super fast, welcome to the Crystal Library. Basically, how today and all of my streams work is what I know, you know. If there's any freemium content out there, if there's online courses that I'm taking, and if it's free, we can all learn it together. Essentially, I stream what I learn, and every single bit of my progress you can learn with me. So we have the mutual enjoyment of freaking out and panicking live, because that's the best way to learn, right? Secondly, so we're here to learn anatomy, and last week we basically did the base primitives of a lot of the joints that we're going to be looking at today. So I learned Blender off on my own via a bunch of streams. You can go and find that series if you want, but for the most part, I'm a rudimentary beginner learning Blender. Holy crap, it's Annette Animates. Welcome, how you doing? Hey! We made it! And yeah, we're here to mostly do drawings today. So I get all of my talking out of the way now because I probably won't be very entertaining later. So I'm sorry if you want me to shut up. But yes, anatomy! We need to know this stuff. If you want to be better at art, if you want to improve your skills as an artist or as a human being, if you want to just know what the heck is going on in here. I keep referencing the arm because the arm lesson blew my mind. I can't wait to get to that again. Yeah, so a couple things. Number one, first of all, welcome. So happy to have you here at Animates, as well as the Cubic Boy, as well as all the wonderful lovelies out there. Hello. How each stream works is we're going to basically go down Proko all the way through from jump. I did finish the Proko course, and it took me 5 years to finish, and now I'm going to basically just be your study buddy to learn all this stuff with you again, because I need a review. I need to remember all the crap I forgot, because I started this course like in 2017-18. It's been like 7 years. So I'm remembering things and reviewing things and hopefully giving you a chance to learn this with me and make the process a little bit easier through some tips and tricks and lots of other stuff. So secondly, I do have a Patreon. I don't want to plug much, but at the end of the day, I do need to make a living. So if you are able to, there's more than just me throwing you to give me money. Number one, let's jump over to... wait a minute, hang on. I think it's this screen? No, that's a blank screen. That's a white screen. We'll look at it in a second. This screen. Wait. Yeah. I Blendered kind of. Oh my god, don't even worry about it. Hands, what the heck are they? There's too many cylinders going on in here. So for last stream, I made a very rough attempt at a humerus and these two bones and not much else. And don't worry about it. I have yet to finish this because we're gonna obviously go down each part of the body and look at all of the pictures again. So Blender, yeah. So again, I have experience with 3D, but I have no experience with Blender. So I'm like, I know how to do this in Cinema 4D, another software that I learned a long time ago, but Blender is free, and we all like free things. So if you want, I'm trying to basically make an entire 3D library of all of the big major parts of the body, and we can use these assets later so they can help you learn. But again, I will preface, I am not the teacher. I am not the teacher. I am a student who freaks out and geeks out about this stuff and loves learning anatomy. But I am not the teacher. So if you're like, whoa, Crystal, that looks bad. That's wrong. You're probably right. But again, this is my second attempt and my second crack at this. I'm trying my best. It's a papyrus glove, yeah. So nixing these real quick, I'll explain what that is in a second. But yeah, okay. I basically got as far as this humerus and the ulna and the radius, and I felt pretty good that I could build that and it didn't look like a total mess. At least if you can read arm somewhat. Skeleton bones, you got a papyrus, that's mostly enough. The hand is not done yet, but that's a start. So anyway, we got a bendy action. Yay. That's what an arm does, right? I really need to learn constraints so I can lock it in certain places. Like, it shouldn't go past that, and it shouldn't go past that. It should not do that. And if you flip it on if you select the radius, your radical thumb bone, you do that. I spent all of last stream trying to figure out how to do that. So we got supination and we got pronation. Hey! I feel pretty good about that. As far as a beginner goes, I modeled the basic bones. And I added a sub D later, so it's a little cleaner to look at. But at the end of the day, the gist of it is, we're not here to make fancy sculptures. We're not doing any ZBrush modeling in here. We're here to do the bare minimum modeling so you know what the primitive is that you should be drawing. Because you'll see today, when we go over it, a lot of Proko's teachings happen to explain. Thank you! It took forever to figure out how to do that. It still doesn't quite rotate right because as you can see, the ulna doesn't connect right. So I almost got it, but I know how to fix that now. It's just the anchor point's a little off. So basically, everything that I'm doing in these entire recap lessons, I'm going to upload to my Patreon. So if you want this model, which is not done yet, it's not uploaded, I haven't finished it yet, and I'm like, as we get to these parts of the body, I will upload them. But right now, because it doesn't feel right to give you an incomplete picture, I haven't made it yet. Not to mention, oh, I closed it. Wait, hang on. There we go. There's a lot of other joints that I haven't even touched yet. Essentially, dumb silly me was like, I'm gonna make body parts for everything. And then the first lesson is everything, all at once. And I'm like, whoa! This is not beginner modeling, y'all. So I'm gonna try my best to do the gestures of these today. But as we go through the body and the course, when we get to the arm bones, I'll upload that. As we get to the leg bones and the kneecap, I'll upload that. The shoulder is gonna break me in half because look at that. But yeah, if we can rig it together and basically make a little body for you to play with, that's the goal. And not to take away from Proko, because he offers all of these 3D models already on his website, and you can totally pay for the course and get way better models than I can provide for you. And it's really, 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 really good stuff. I'm not marketing, I'm not sponsoring, I'm just speaking from truth. His course is great. So I'm basically gonna try to do all of the stuff he already did, but it's not because I'm giving you a bootleg version, it's because it's helping me and hopefully all of us learn. You get me? So if I'm making a copy of what Proko already did, go get his stuff anyway because it's better. I mean, look at this shoddy geometry. I'm gonna just say right now, I had to redo this rumors because the first one was atrocious. It's still not great. I mean, the bevel, ugh. It's not clean topology, but I tried my best. And I'll come back and laugh at this in like 3 more months when we can finally come back and go, oh my god, I know so much more now. But yeah, so the red is what you can select and animate, and it's almost there. So we're getting there. So again, there's that, and then today we're gonna basically do what the poll voted for first. I was thinking of doing the thumbnail that is on the video, which is what I initially did 6 years ago. But let's see what you guys voted for, because I'm curious. If you go to the channel, in the post tab, there's a post where you can vote on which picture we're going to do, because as I go through this course again, I'm not doing every picture. We'll be here for 5 more years. So I'm going to pick maybe 2 or 3 of each pack, depending on which ones we're looking at, 1 or 3 of the best, and do that. So let's see what you guys voted for, because I have no idea. I haven't looked since like 2 weeks ago. Let's see. But I'm sorry, I'm horrible explaining things. My ADHD just jumps and comes and goes, so I'm sorry. Oh, we got a few options. So here we go. You guys voted for a bit of both. Option 1 and option 3. So it looks like we're good! Nobody touched the foot, so I don't have to do it in Blender right now. Again, I wasn't gonna anyway, but it's nice to know. Anyway, so we're basically gonna do, it looks like this one, well no, this one got voted the most, because it's probably the most complex one, and then this guy. And then if I have time, probably not, but maybe this one. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the idea. And I forever ago, this is unrelated, but I made a hand rig in 3D, Cinema 4D, that I was rather proud of, and it did have constraints in, like, you know, your fingers could animate with the palm. So if you have Cinema 4D, there is that file, and when we get to that, I'll upload it. But I don't know if everyone does, and the reason I'm going in and learning Blender is so we can all learn this stuff together, because why would I bother making a bunch of 3D models in a paid software that no one can afford when I can just make it for free and you can basically use it? Even if you have no idea what the heck a Blender is, if you know how to move and orbit, that's enough. That's enough for me. So yeah, all we did last stream was figure out this bone is a humerus, right? As long as you know what you're looking at, I did my job. I would like to feel like I feel pretty good about myself about this, because I'm still learning Blender and I modeled all this really quickly my first time, so I feel really good about it. So again, judge it all you want. I'm feeling pretty good about this. But if you can tell that the top of the humerus is round and the base of the humerus is rectagonal, you're good. Step 1 done. Same goes for the other bones. Ulna and radius are literally the exact copy of each other, just flipped around. Circle at the beginning, rectangle at the end for the radical. Radius, same thing. Circle at the end, rectagonal at the front. There's a few more differentiations, but yeah, we got a lovely wonky monkey humerus. It's got a nice wrench to it. Sans would be proud. So again, this is not uploaded. I probably won't upload this until it's done when we get to the arm lesson. There's no fingies right now, and I'm scared of the hand, frankly. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So anyway, today's mission is to do this. No, this first, the most complex one. And we'll see how long that takes me. And then I hit escape. Did you just close that? I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Come back to me, baby. So anyway, before we get started, I always want to start with the Proko lesson that we're referencing. Oh, and one more thing, I'm sorry. ADHD is strong today. So sorry. Last but not least, I am also actively uploading notes for the very first time on all of the lessons that we're learning. So if you're a visual learner, if you're a hands-on learner, if you're a transcribe learner, I'm trying to hit everybody. So whoop whoop, there they are. And making notes, literally transcribed from everything that the Proko lesson is offering. So at this point, you guys have no excuse to learn anatomy at this point. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Have a buddy, because it's real hard when you're going in by yourself. Proko had people in a Facebook group in the very beginning, and he offered critiques as he made the course, but now that the course is completed, we don't have as much attention and love to give each other that feedback that we need, and you really do need feedback to grow. So you can jump into Discord, !Discord if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to grow with me, you got to do the work and you got to put in the time. So try to do the assignments before we start on stream, and then you can ask me questions and we can geek out and nerd out together. So all of the stuff that I just mentioned, the Blender models, which again, not right now, but eventually, the notes that I'm actively taking through each lesson again, and all of the pictures as I'm redoing them will be uploaded to the Patreon, and it's only $3 at the starting tier. If you want all that stuff, go get it. It's all for you, baby. And once you get it, you have it forever. Just saying. All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and look at the lesson that we have to learn from today. So this is a gentleman named Marshall Vandruff. He's basically Proko's co-pilot, and I adore him. He's a wonderful, sweet little bean. And he makes learning easier. It's still hard, but it's easier. And this is going to be basically one of the example videos that you can get on the premium lesson when you go and get it. So, there it is. White screen. If you want an extra assistant to help you figure out how to perspective, I'm not that person. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just kind of make a box and hope it works out. But this guy really knows anatomy and perspective. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try to be quiet during these videos so you can soak it up, and then I'll chat after. So I'll see you in a second, chat.
Let's use some real bones as reference. It's good to have a full-sized human skeleton, one cast from real bones, so that you can compare them.
Sorry, I sped it up.
But the problem is that these things are riveted so that it doesn't move like a human skeleton moves. There is a spool in here that allows a foot to go into dorsiflexion and plantar flexion that we can't do on this because it's stuck together. But we don't have that limitation when we draw and when we have the 3D model.
This is an extended foot. I like to begin with a rough something to contain the proportions. It's okay if you take some time with that.
Sorry, I forgot music's still playing. Hang on.
Even when I do that rough something, I'm thinking of height, width, and depth, and we letter those systems as X, Y, and Z. And with just those coordinates, we can build a Lego foot. Standing, non-extended, which even if it doesn't look like a foot, it looks 3D. Then when we put this cylinder in there, it runs a long X, which helps us draw the ellipse. And we know that that is the fulcrum of the foot. That means it's the center axle of the foot's rotation. If I draw it from the side, you'll see that we have the depth, that's the Z line, the height, that's the Y line, and then we're looking straight down on X, where that ankle joint is. And when that foot moves on that hinge joint and makes an arc, goes into extension, we can see that Z will not line up on Z. It will aim up. So when we do this refined foot, I'm going to chisel some of the planes so it looks a little bit more like a foot. It's not all right angles. And the big foot we'll put into an extended position rather than a straight up and down position. So let's get the ankle bones. That would be the tibia and the fibula. And they come down kind of like a wrench to grip that spool bone of the talus. I'll refine this a bit badly. Sorry about that. I'm a bad influence with my hunt and scratch lines. I'll offer my excuse for it later. Right now, I just apologize for it. Let's put that spool in there. Since it's extended, the Y lines won't point straight up and down. They'll aim off in that direction. And cross contours make us sure of the form and that we don't have all right angles there. We've got some beveled, slanted lines. Before I turn this into an abomination, it is so embarrassing to be seen in the privacy of one's hesitations. I wish we could just speed it up. Segue into the... There, that's better. There we are, all dressed up for the debut, and no embarrassing personal scratching.
Thank you very much, Marshall. That was a great little demo. Marshall's other demos for the joint assignment are in the premium section of the anatomy course. If you'd like to see Marshall construct these joints while explaining some perspective principles, plus all the other anatomy premium content, go to proko.com/anatomy.
Yay! That cubic boy, did you finish? Did you do it with him? Did you follow along? Oh man. Yeah, look at that beautiful construction of like the perspective. Good God. Masterful. So we're gonna attempt this today. It's not gonna be nearly as clean as that. But I do love the fact that he does break it down. So again, if you want all of the breakdowns of how we got here, they're available on the Proko website. Which you can get in the link below, link in the description. Okay, so without further ado, you did the foot. Very good. Did you do the foot well? Did you do it accurate? Akira. It's a good movie. Yeah. So I think for the sake of today, yeah. Go away now. Alrighty. We're not doing this guy. We're doing this guy. Yeah, we're here today. So we're essentially going to attempt our own version, and it's not going to be as clean and wonderful as Marshall's, but we're going to try our best. And I'm here to at least help you figure out some of the journey. You are probably going to draw faster than me. I'm going to say that right now. I'm really slow. I'm a sloth. So if you would like to speed up and go ahead and do the rest of the pictures without me, I believe you can pick them up via the link in his video description, which I can find real quick. I'm pretty sure he shared them all in a Google Drive link way in the beginning. Because how else would you get these pictures? He asks you to do homework, but how else are you going to do the homework? Oh no. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe he doesn't give it to you. Oh, all content, intro, no? I guess not. Oh dear. Well, you'll have to draw at my pace then. But no, I believe there is a way to get the free pictures. You shouldn't have to go buy the course to get the pictures. I don't think you have to. It might actually be available in this lesson. Let's see.
The joints of the
Oh god, hi. Wait a minute. Broken man. Joint assignments! There they are. It's in the previous video. So here we go. I'll drop the link, because I'm like, why would you assign homework that we can't do? That doesn't make any sense. There it is. No, the homework's right there. You can't get out of doing homework. Don't worry about it. It's right there. You liars. You just gotta look for it. Yeah, their Broken Man video is the homework assignment video. So there we go. But yeah, you got an anatomy book with you? Heck yeah, let's go. Fantastic. So without further ado, musica? I also have some ramen noodles. I might just be having food alongside you, so some nice tasty ASMR nudes. Delicious, delicious. I'm gonna give you some Zelda. Ooh, there it is. Let me know how volume sounds, chat. It's probably quiet, but I don't want it to be too loud to overtake the stream. Okay, and now I wanted to show you what we did the first time. Before we do any of this, let me know how audio sounds. Am I good? Are we good? Is it loud? Is it quiet? Not to mention, that cubic boy, you're a champion if you're here at midnight. Why? Thank you, but why? I appreciate you, you champion. But before we start going forward, we have to look back and see the first one I did in 2018, 2019. Sounds are good? Fantastic, thank you, appreciate it. I can't troubleshoot without y'all, so thank you. So here was my first round. It's a little scratchy. It's a little rough. But, you know, you gotta start somewhere, right? I think this was right after I got my first tablet. It's not bad, but it's definitely like, there's room for improvement. And then as we get to the later lessons, which is, yeah, that one's a little cleaner. You can start to see where I'm figuring out the wrench and stuff. So all of this stuff, by the way, this is the second portion of this lesson. We watched the first lesson. If you want, you can go and get it again in that link I just sent, which is Proko's course. It's kind of all over the place right now. You really want to do anatomy? Oh, and thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm so proud of every single one of you who are here. I truly am proud of you for making the tough decision to learn this stuff, because it is difficult, it is hard. And it's not an easy journey that most people are willing to attempt. They just want to be better, but you got to do the work to be better. It takes time. So am I better than I was before? That remains to be seen. But I would like to think I at least understand these basic forms a little better. And it does help to see how he breaks them down, because he's using 3D forms and 3D shapes. We're not making these fancy skeletons. We're making bones out of squares and cubes and cylinders. Because it makes it easier for you to translate that into a 3D form. If you can't draw a box, why would you draw any muscles on top of a box that don't look real? It's going to just add to the dimension. So really hone in on those skills in the very beginning. It's very important. So then there was this one. It's just an Eggman. It's an Eggman. Your rib cage is not quite that ovular, but we'll touch on that when we get to the rib cage lesson. I don't think we're going to get to this guy today. We're going to basically do the 3 that I said, which it seems like most people want the arm, which I understand. It's a very complex part of the body. I think the most complex, next to, I guess your shoulder, is like, yeah, this whole section still is weird to me. But your arm is like this, yeah, it's papyrus! Not even kidding. I was watching a playthrough of Undertale and Deltarune this week. Psychologist plays Deltarune and Undertale, the psychologist. I fell in love with him immediately because he's psychic, maybe? Maybe a little bit. Just put a scarf on him and give him his battle body and he's ready. So yeah, we got a papyrus over here, and then number 4, we did the simplest foot possible. I think I was tired by this point, so we didn't even attempt the fancy version that Marshall does. But going back, I can tell now, like, you gotta have the ankle at 2 different levels, because your ankle is not symmetrical. It's at an angle, like your ankle. Your ankle is angled, haha. And there's a wheelie in there that makes your foot do all of this stuff. So we're gonna talk about that when we get to the hand. Second to last one, our penultimate one, getting cleaner. Supination! You gotta hold the soup! If you don't hold the soup, you have a problem. That's at least how Proko says it. And you get pronation. So yeah, getting closer. Still not quite sure what I'm doing, but I at least have a better idea of how to use a tablet now. And then by the end, cleanest one, the shoulder joint. I still have no idea really how your shoulder works. That's going to be really fun to go through again. So that's why I'm like, I am so excited to do all this stuff again, because I just know more than I do now. And ask questions all day, all day. I will hopefully break them down as I go, but if I get really into it, I'll get quiet and sleepy, and then I may not be as into asking and answering questions. So ask me them now. So let's pick the one we're doing. We're doing this guy today, and I will leave it on screen for the rest of stream. I rhymed. Woohoo. Goodbye. All right. So without further ado, plugs addressed. Wonderful chat is here. Lots of lovelies. Lots of anatomy. And, oh, real quick. Last time, I don't think we were able to, but baby check? Can I show you the baby's check? Real quick. It didn't work last time. Will it work today? I'm joking. Sorry. There's an echo. So sorry. There's a child. There's one. She wouldn't show up last time. And then there's 2 cinnamon roll babies. They're very cute hair. Yay. It's interesting seeing the different methods of learning the parts. Ooh, organic straight away. Yeah, that's gonna get you in trouble. Not that it's a bad thing. We all want to detail immediately, but that's usually how it gets harder to get simpler forms. You know, I think all of us kind of ran into that problem. At least I did. I took my first art class at a community college, and she was like, "Oh, you don't know anything." I was like, "Yeah, I like to draw." And then she was like, "Okay, draw me a human." And I drew an anime Goku, and then she was like, "Oh no." Proportions, what are they? So yeah, you gotta know the basic primary shapes before you can add the secondary and tertiary details. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You just have a big old, if you draw a big old messy block, it's gonna look messy when you add more detail to it. But I got really good at hiding messy form with detail, and I got away with it for like 6 years. I go back and look at my old speed paints, and I'm like, oof, that Azrael, what the heck is his hand doing? Oh my god. But you gotta know the basic forms. So anyway, trusty stylus in hand, let's get started. Gonna put on my thinking cap with my thinking googles. I'm gonna put on my big old fancy brush. Let's get a layer in here. Alright. That looks good. Oof. And I would like to let's take a look. Oh, task manager! How are you doing? Hi, honey. I just want to make sure computer is not overclocked. Blender is very light for a 3D program, considering how dense it can be. It's very light. I love that. I don't want to overload it with too much, but I would like to also record this. Excuse me. And then we can have a time lapse appear on the Instagram, so you can watch it later. But for you guys, you get to enjoy the full process, and if you're here till the end, you get to see the time lapse before it goes up on the YouTubes. Well, not YouTubes, the Instas, the IGs. Alright. Capturing screen. Wahoo. Great. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright. See this? Chat? This is your job. You have to make sure this button don't look like this when I'm drawing. Make sure I am drawing and it looks like this. Okay? If you see this red dot and I'm doing very fancy things, please yell at me. Please. Because it's very hard to go back and get footage after I record it. If I don't get it, it's just gone. It's just non-existent. And I'll be sad. Alright. Let me just make sure my brushes are in order. I'm getting a little lag here. A little lag, but it's not major. Don't worry, I'm not drawing yet. I just want to make sure our brushes are in order. I haven't done anatomy in a while. I gotta remember how to do it. Where are my swatches? Swatch! Swatchlings. Mom's singing. Go, honey. Go off. Alright, base color, and then anatomy color. Cool. Alrighty. Alright, chat! Get your water bottle, get your watermelon, get your food, get your snacks. We're locked in for the rest of this stream, baby. Super quick, I'm gonna make a timestamp for when we're starting, because it makes it easier later. Oop, secrets, get out of here. You didn't see anything. We're starting at about 42 minutes. Art start. Alright. Cool. Alright, perfect. Whew. Alrighty. Let us. So again, chat, I move really slow, so if you want to speed up and go ahead and go faster than me, you're welcome to get those pictures from the link I sent earlier, and we can talk about it in Discord if you want a little more feedback while I doodle. But for the most part, I'm gonna work on this, and we'll see how far we get. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. Boom, recording. Alright, I'm gonna really quickly get a little gesture. And I want it to foreshorten. So let's see. Starting proportion. There's a reason for this fancy thing that artists do. proportion-wise, if your thumb is straight out in front of you, not bending the elbows, straight out. This is not very effective, obviously, because I'm looking at my screen. But if you're looking at a human model, you would want to have your thumb, at least for me, my bendy-ass thumb, the marker for proportion. So if you're wondering why I do this, it's to measure. If the entire humerus, very humorous, is the same length, or is matching in some form a length to this part of the arm, I'm looking for connections, basically. So my whole thumb is about the same length as maybe like half of my thumb is about the length of the hand when I'm looking at it. So that at least helps me break it down. So anyway, rambling. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. There is gesture in bone, though. The humerus doesn't really do much, but the forearm might have a little more give to it. I'm gonna look and say this is the end of the humerus, and from there we get into some of that shoulder madness. From there, I'm gonna make a connection. Straight line. From there, boom, that gets me an angle for the scapula. You got your reference loaded up? Fantastic. Excellent. 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 Then we're going to be able to do it together. Even better. I need to make sure my brush. One sec. Pausing. Where is this? Ah, is it you? No, it's this. Here we go. That's what I needed. That's the magic I needed. I want you to be this. Alright. Go back where you came from. Cool. Alright. One more time. One more again. Fantastic. Are we doing this via digital or are we doing this on paper? How are you drawing today, Cubicoid? Because I know you're a Blender dude. So are you also digital? Do you doodle on computer? Let me know. And then that'll be about the end of our canvas, because it goes almost to the edge. About there. Cool. Now, let's make another connection from the end of my humerus to the base of my scapula. I'm just eyeballing it. Does it line up? About? Yeah, exactly so. Pretty close. Draw on paper. Yeah. Hey, digital is not for everybody. I'm just used to doing digital because likewise for you. I've been doing digital longer. So, well, no. I guess paper longer because I was born with it. But the last 10 years have been nothing but digital, so I'm used to it. But it's still important to get that traditional skill. Flex those muscles. Ugh. I'm excited to see your version. If you want to share it in the Discord, we can talk about it. Or you can just keep it private. It's up to you. But I appreciate you nonetheless for being here and trying to work on your skills. That's awesome. Happy to have you doing it with us. Alright. Also, if you have no idea what this software is, it is called Painttool Sai. It's an old software that I've had since high school, and I love it because it never changes. Unlike Photoshop that always has 20,000 updates per year, this is the same software as it was when I bought it. And it's only $50, and I love it. I don't like change, not much. But I do like to torture myself in learning new things. So maybe I am a freak of nature. I don't know. That's the connection I got. Let's see. Let's try that again. First glance. Something like that. No worries. You can go to sleep. You can stay awake. You can do whatever you want. I keep forgetting that you're coming from, like, you're going to be on to, like, I don't want you to be on until 4 a.m., but I might go that long because I'm not stopping until we get this done. At least 2 of these. The main goal is to get this one done, and if I get part of the next one done, that's amazing. But we're going to try to get at least 1 or 2 of these done. We'll see. Okay. And then from there, my hand is somewhat curvy, so it's coming at us. And it is coming from, let's see, where's the base of my hand? About there. That's about where our phalanges stop. Something like that. Oh, please don't. I want you to sleep today. Please, by all means, go for it. I'm grateful for the extra company, though. Thank you for being here. But please go to sleep. Always important. Sleep is necessary. Sleep is importante. You gotta sleep. You gotta sleep. Appreciate you, though. And yeah, Art Cubic Boy is literally doing the work. You want to grow? You want to get better at your work? You want to get better at your craft? You gotta do it. You can't look at videos and feel the growth. You gotta do it. It's one of those hands-on things. Trust. I thought I could look at videos for months and years and never got anywhere. You gotta do it. Alright. Gonna clean this up a little bit. No. Alright. Yeah. Now we have a bit of something. I'm gonna start with our humorous because it's mostly in a 2D plane. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You gotta do the hard work to feel the growth. You gotta learn. You gotta do it. It's quite simple. But the thing is, most people don't want to do the work. It's hard. I'm not saying you're wrong or judging you or anything. I was there too. I was stalling for a long ass time, sitting on my butt doing nothing and looking at my work like, dang, I wish it was better. It's been a long time being depressed. But we don't talk about those days. But I do feel like I grew the most in those times where I was just trying to figure out life, and anatomy got me through. You gotta do it. Alright, let's get the planes of this thing here. We got, let's see, I'm seeing this cross contour stands out to me. I want it to be a little darker so I can see it. Is my pen at low? Oh, it's very light. No, I want it to be heavier. That's why. Let's try that again. Yeah. And I'd like to think it's going back in space a little bit. Kind of like that. Wow, 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 wow. It'll be fun to go back and see the difference between the two. It may look different, it may look exactly the same, but it's going to be fun regardless. Let's see how long we go. I'm going for like a wrench shape, I guess. And perspective, meaning these two lines have to converge at some point. The further they are, the more you're going to angle it back. That's at least the rule of thumb that works for me. Excuse me, that was disgusting. Doesn't have to be super really crazy, but very subtle. Subtlety is usually always best. And then you can push that gesture a bit more. Proportion-wise, let me just check one more time. Because it's coming at us, your forearm is going to be a little bit shorter than your humerus. And I might push that angle up a little bit. It's a little steeper than I have it. Oh no, this was my arm. I erased the wrong line. I want that line. There we go. That looks better. A tad low. I guess that's fine. Cool. I do have the ability to cheat with digital art. That is the one thing that I don't regret. Having the ability to draw straight lines and circles very easily, mind you. Very easily. Kind of juts out. Oh no, this is becoming a problem. I'm realizing how far away I am now. Another thing you may notice, my screen probably looks a little bigger if you were with me on my anatomy streams, or I'm sorry, not my anatomy streams, my fan art streams, hee at the very top right. I don't like to plug all this much, but I'm sorry. It just is stuff in my life. I used to draw, which was directly on my tablet, but I could only get about 1080p on there, and I want to make sure you guys have the most HD experience possible. So I'm trying to draw on a different monitor where I'm drawing in one place, my hand is down here and my eyes are up here. It's really weird. It's not bad, but it's an adjustment. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how I like it yet. I might move back down to my tablet, but let's see how this goes. I'm also realizing this isn't going to be as thick. I probably won't talk as long. I want to keep you guys focused and don't want to take your attention away. You probably appreciate that anyway, so I'll probably be quiet unless people ask questions. Have some Epona's theme. Well, that curve feels weird. For that reason, I want to go back to my tablet, but I'm gonna try to make it work. That looks good. Alright, that's the base of the humerus, a little wrenchy thing. Something like that. Okay. And then let's get our ball and socket joint. Let's get this guy up here. Let's see. I'm gonna say our ball and socket joint is not very big. It's like right about there. It's real tiny. I need a ruler. I need a cheat. Haha. Thank you, Sai. So if you notice, no! I need to reset my rig. Ooh. There we go. It's not directly center in the middle of your humerus. It's off to the side a little bit. It is more angled in because it goes into the shoulder. It angles right into your scapula. So your ball and socket joint literally pops out. That's why when you dislocate your shoulder, it sucks. It's very, very fragile. So let's see. That look good. Yeah. And even more so. Let's get the angle we're looking at. We're looking, I guess, up at it. Very subtly. It's more like we're looking down at it. I would say there. Let's see what that looks like. Something like that. Cross contours make it much easier to see what you're drawing. Noodle break. That's about right. Save your progress. Alright. Now, there is a little bit of a jut from your ball and socket joint. It pops out a little bit because that's where your bicep connects. This little indent. There's a little snake of a tendon that goes in there. So let's get that in there. I always forget, is this the dragon theme from Breath of the Wild? It's pretty. Okay, getting somewhere. Now let's put some rubber bands on this thing. Definitely been a while since I've drawn a humorous. I'm out of practice. Been a while, a long while. This is Lost Woods, right? Not gonna lie, this is inherently very jarring. Chat, bear with me for a sec. I think I'm gonna move back down to my Cintiq. It just feels really weird to draw up here. One sec. It'll be back, don't worry. I'm figuring it out. It might be at slightly lower quality, but you should still be able to see the gist of what I'm drawing. I'm just used to doing it one way and not the other, sorry. It's been this way for the last 2 years and I just learned how to do this, so I'm freaking out. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. I'm not doing anything right now. Oh, but I just realized I'm gonna have to stop my recording and start it again. It doesn't like to switch screens. Error. Well, let's do that real quick. Do you want to see what I got? Look it. Here's what we got so far. Ooh. We got a humorous. Oh, then it's gone. Alright, not bad. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. Bear with me. Sorry. Moving things. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, sorry. I will be on this screen now. Let's try that again. And if you have the picture pulled up, you should still be able to see what we're drawing. It's just going to be a little bit smaller now. No, this one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, sorry for all the moving around. Let's try that again. It's considerably smaller quality, sorry, but my brain and my hand were not in marriage. There's a reason why I got this tablet, and I want to be able to use it for that reason. I tried something new, it didn't work out, but I am sorry. Alright. Ah. Come on, you can do it. There we go. My OCD is pleased. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Hi, yes! Oh! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it's a yes. Hello. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have nudes. They're very loud. Sorry. We're drawing buns. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. How you doing? How you hanging? How you feeling? How you breathing? I hope you are breathing. Make sure to keep going. In and out. Don't stop. Alright. Again, as I said, you will probably finish faster than me. I am very slow. I just wanted to try. Oh! Right. My tablet mouse is on this screen. There we go. Yay. Much better. Alright, cool. That was very disorienting for a second. Sorry. You're good. I'm glad you're good. Happy to hear that. It's wonderful. I just found a new streamer that I like to stream Deltarune. They're a psychologist. They're doing all the things. Doing bones is hard. Don't hands have a bunch of bones? Yes. Do you see all these bones? You see all that? You see all them rectangles? We're not doing all these rectangles. We're going to do a very simplified version of them today. I am going to try my best to get a couple of these done. I'll be surprised if we get past one, though. I'll be real. Alright. Back to it. Oh, this feels so much better. Hallelujah. Alright, we're back. We're here. We're so back. We're so back. Oh, weird. What? No, that's fine. I don't remember. I messed around with some settings. Is my mouse ever so slightly off? It is. Oh, that's gonna wreck my brain. Oh no! No! Wait a minute. Hang on. We gotta recalibrate super quick. Please don't make me stop the stream and start over again. Please. Please, I beg of you. Wacom, please. All because I want it to be fancy and switch screens live. Please don't make me do this. Alright, hang on. Display settings. Start. Oh god, oh god. No, 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 I don't need all of that. I just wanna. Oh. Oh. Display. You have all of the hand to do? Don't worry about it. Hey, that Kiwi boy, that's excellent. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Well done. Good job. I told you you'd finish before me. I think anybody will. Alright, hang on. I don't remember how. They updated the software. How do I gotta do a troubleshoot check super fast. I don't remember how though, and I don't want to make you watch me do this. Hang on. I'm gonna go through this setup wizard real quick. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. That didn't help at all. I already know all of that. Thanks for nothing. I swear I do all of these things off camera to make sure I'm prepared, and then it doesn't look like I do. It's not that bad, but you know, it's like the slightest off calibration. It's ever so slightly off. Ooh, that wrecks my brain something fierce. Oh my god. Oh no, I can't do this. I can't. It's okay though. You're gonna survive that, cubic boy. I promise you'll be okay. You'll be alright. Display toggle. No, I don't want to do that. There's a way to really quickly... I had no problem doing this before, but then you updated, and all of your buttons went in different places. Yeah, the UI looks nicer, but dang it, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh! Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, that would be nice, if you can. But only if you like what you see. I don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. I appreciate it nonetheless, though. Thank you very much. It helps a lot. Concern it. Diagnostics check. No. What if I press all the buttons? Settings. I already pressed that. No. I don't want to restart. Oh god. I'm gonna cry about it. Tablet, don't make me stop stream. Don't make me restart stream. Don't make me do that. Don't make me do that. The wonderful lovelies are gonna get impatient. I can't make them wait anymore. Well, worst case scenario, we'll just go back to what we had before. It's just gonna make my hand unhappy. It's weird, but we'll do it. I just may not get 2 done today instead. Huh. To give you context of what I'm looking at, freaking out over this mess. There's a place to recalibrate my tablet, and it's not letting me do that. Not on screen shortcuts. Oh god, don't let me log in. No. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Oh, it's been so long. I think it's this one. Yeah, let's see. I don't think it's that one. Let's find out. Whoa, no, it's not. Huh. Fine. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's why we do it live, babies. We do it live, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god. I forgot I changed my Google password forever ago. Oh no, I hope it's still this. Oh no. Oh no. Is it not that? You're gonna make me look it up. Oh no. Oh my god, Chad, I'm so professional, I swear. I'm so sorry. Well, in the meantime, while I'm doing this and figuring out things and panicking live, because I do it really well, any questions I can answer super fast? The goal is to simplify all of these forms into basic 3D shapes and draw them as accurately as possible in perspective. However, if you don't know what you're looking at yet, maybe it's not quite time. We're looking at an arm, and we're trying to make it a very simple arm to look at. But if you're still like, ooh, I don't get it, that's okay. Sorry guys. I'm going as fast as I can to figure this out. I'm gonna give myself 5 more minutes. If I can't get it, then I'll just go back. Just keep things moving. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take another bite of noodles. Oh, wait, never mind. I remembered my password. Hang on. Let's try that. We're in! Yay! Yes. Oh, you're gonna make me do 2-step authentication? Oh my god! Yeah, it's me. Thank you. I'm so smart. Yep, it's me. Thanks. Alright, I'm in. Cool. Yes. You may not have enough space to draw the fingers. Oh no! That's the one problem, unfortunately, when you have to... when you realize immediately that you ran out of real estate. I'm so sorry. That's annoying. Okay. Register my devices. They're right here. Uh-huh. Thank you. Yes. Uh-huh. Alright. General settings. We're back. I'm assuming it's this. Oh. You're talking to my displays? Okay. Alright. That didn't do anything. That's nice, thanks. That didn't do any of that. Didn't fix the problem. Wait a minute. Maybe it's a different window. Whack 'em. Maybe it's you? Yes, yes, here we go. Thank God. Okay, finally. Sorry about that. I think we got something. Cintiq 2. I only have 1. Why are you making 2? Okay, here we go. Alright. Boom. 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 Did that do it? Oh, hallelujah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's so much better! Okay. Sorry. Alright, I think I got it. We're back! Woo! Sorry. Freaked out for a second. Alright, we're here. We're back. We're so back. We're so back. Oh, crisis averted. And we got it done under 5 minutes. Hell yeah. Celebratory noodle chomp. Let's go. Boy howdy, that feels much better. Woo! Okay. Alright, we're fine. Great. Get out of here. Get out of here. Saving real estate as much as possible. Yeah, I think we're good. Blender, frankly, I don't think we're gonna use you anymore. I'm gonna close it because it's probably burning calories on computer. Thanks, but no thanks. That's all you need to know. Goodbye! If we really need to look at it again, we can look at another 3D model I have on my computer. But for now, we'll get rid of that. Alright. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Woo! Crisis averted. I think we're back. We're back, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, yeah, that feels much, much better. Oh, so much better. Yeah. My hand and my eyes were not in the same place. Now they are. It feels so good. Ooh, it feels good. It feels delicious. Alright. Now that I'm realizing there is a little cavern that happens right here. A little cavern. Cavern? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I said it'd be quiet and then I lied. Sorry. Oh, but, oh yeah, I do remember that. That's right. There's a little, well, I don't know what it's called. Shucks, I forget the anatomical term, but there's a little thing that juts out on your arm, and it does a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. It dips in here, so you have a place for your bicep to attach. No worries, that cubic boy. You're amazing for being here. Thank you, soldier. Please take care of yourself, practice self-care, and get some sleep. PLD, keep playing, keep loving, and keep dreaming. And I'll hopefully see you when I see you. Thanks again, friend. Appreciate you. You do the polish on your own, and check back in the Discord if you want some feedback. I'll also hopefully be done by tonight, so whenever you do check back in, we'll be able to compare notes together. Sound Gucci? Alright, take care. Tell that cubic boy to have a wonderful day, everybody. Get some sleep, friend. Thanks so much for popping in. You gotta do the work, brother. You gotta do the work, and it starts here. You're doing it now. That's awesome. Thanks again, friend. Alright, how do I draw this divot? Something like that. So it dips. This isn't really super important to learn in the very beginning. It's just good to know there is a little divot there. Just remember that when we come back to it later. And I might... I'm not recording! There we go. Clean this up ever so slightly. Yeah, I think for anatomy we're gonna stay on the Cintiq. It's not as nice to look at, sorry. My real estate is very much more available on other screens, but this just feels better. We're doing it live. For speed paints and pictures though, I'll try to use the other monitor, but this feels better for me for now. Oh, so much better. So much better. Again, still implying certain things while keeping it simple. Oh, I forgot this is masked, that's why. We'll get to shadows and stuff later. Oh my god, I can't tell you how much better this feels already. Oh, my hand is happy. So much happier than it was a few minutes ago. Oh. Alright. Might actually be able to do 2 mil. Alright, let's get, well, before we say that, let's get this arm session in. Let's do all of this. First of all, where do we finish? Where do we land? We land about, yeah. Now, something that I learned much later with the arms, and it may not be as obvious, but in hindsight, the only arm bone that is moving when you flip your wrist is the radius. Your thumb muscle is this guy. The ulna does not move. If you feel your elbow, you should feel nothing happening on the edge of your elbow, but if you palpate on the inside, when you twist, there should be something moving in there, in the squishy part of your arm. There's a lot of action that happens here because that's where all the twistiness happens. So, yeah, basically when your arm rotates, there is one bone rotating, not 2, just 1. It's cool. I love the body, it's so fascinating, it's so cool. Makes me excited, sorry. Now looking at this, proportion-wise, we could make this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. There we go, just a little bit bigger. Still mostly land in the same spot, right? Right. Okay. Gotta say, in a weird way, even if we're not here for the blender, it does really help to feel your bones and then actually see them in 3D space. It's one thing to just draw what you see, but to actually understand the mechanics of what your bones are doing. Your body's a crazy, well-oiled machine. It's so smart. It's so well made. And then your ulna would land outside of this on the other part of your arm. That's your wrist. They overlap and make a beautiful dance. Whoa. If I was smart, I would have made these on 2 separate layers, but I didn't do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We can save this. All good in the hood. Everything's fine. We saved it. Excuse me. Oh, Zora's domain. It's so pretty here. Now, if I was smart, again, I'm out of practice. I've been doing a lot of fan art and not as many anatomy streams. It's been a while. I've been doing muscles and not bones. I forgot a lot. I forgot so much. But if I was smart, maybe on the next one will be better. I would have this ghosted so you can still see the outside of this in a lower opacity. I can still do that. It's just not as clean on the same layer. It's been a while. Where does this boy end up? He finishes over there somewhere. Just lightly implied where the rest of it goes. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. And yes, the ulna is square at its base, rounded at the head. And in reverse, your radius is square at the edge and rounded at the base. But before we get into all that nitty-gritty detail, I want to make sure that we're not doing the wrong thing. Let's look at that hand and get the base proportions of the hand in there. Chat, if you're using digital software, even if you're drawing on paper, make sure to save your work. Please don't have any water or sodas or drinks nearby while you're drawing. Do not spill. Be careful, my draftsmen. And or draftswomen. Drafts them. Okay, let's see. Your hand actually is kind of curvy. If you look at your hands, they don't go in a straight line. Your fingers arc. There's a little tunnel. Literally why it's called carpal tunnel. Your carpals are built in a tunnel. So it's not a straight line. Your hand is not straight like this. It is curvy. Maybe not that curvy, but you get the idea. It's a tunnel. It's looking at it dead on. Same as the forefront of it. As you get closer to it, it's a little arc. Very small arc. It's not straight. It just gives more dimension and more rhythm to your bones. Nabitea! Oh, hello! Or Nabiti. Hi there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you. Your profile is very pretty. I love the purple. I don't know what I'm seeing, but it's very nice. Welcome, my friend. How is thou? Oh. Ugh. Glad you could make it. Thanks so much for being here. You got through the worst of the troubleshooting, so you're just in time. How are you doing? I hope you're having some wonderful tea as well. All questions are always welcome, of course. Oh God. There we go. The unfortunate thing here is that I'm not a gamer, so I can't rely on the game to be entertaining. I have to just be quiet. So if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna just lock it in focus. But I'm pretty sure we appreciate the silence more anyway than me rambling. But welcome. If I can help you guys learn anatomy and make it easier for your tough journey, I'm happy to do so. Sorry for food sound effects. And I'm also realizing this is way too thick. Let's get in here and make this a little bit less dense. But thank you so much, you wonderful being. Most of us are not as brave to say anything, and I don't mind the VOD watchers, but I can only help you if you ask for it. So thanks for being here. You're doing yourself the hard work already. Weather? Oh yeah. It's been tough here in Cali too. I don't know where you are, but it's warm. It's hot. Summer is here. Faux show. Though, this may or may not be a good thing for everybody, but coming back to school soon. Fall is here. May be good, may not be good. We may be dreading it, may be looking forward to it. But I am looking forward to the cooler weather. The drop in temperature will be nice. If you're still a student though, amazing. Happy to have you. I'm mostly here for those that want to grow. But if you want to just hang out and chat, I'm more than happy to do that too. Alright. It's been a while. I haven't done an anatomy study in a while. I'm kind of remembering how to do it as I go, so thanks for your patience so far. But I guess in a way it works out because we're looking at the before and after of my journey. So literally seeing this for the first time again after taking a almost 2-month break. That could be a stronger contour. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Never got around to seeing the end of Brotherhood. I hear people say it's bad, but I thought that Lee's character design was cute. I don't go off game facts, I wait for people's opinions. I'm not recording! There we go. Okay. Let's maybe figure out where our hand is and if we have enough space for it, and then get some of this shoulder action. I feel very confident when it comes to drawing the humerus, as you can see. It's the most detailed thing. The rest of the body, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But let's see. Let's get this square here, so you know that contour. Put rubber bands on everything, and it looks a lot more confident when you draw it. Hey, need to do all these again. Yeah, that feels a bit more structured. You've been studying the pelvis! Oh! Naviti, I'm so sorry to hear that. The pelvis is definitely tough. That's going to be a very fun, interesting lesson to get back to. As far as I remember, I drew, I think, mostly buckets after learning the pelvis lesson. Getting past that, where you draw like the actual ridge of it and like the tailbone swooping back and all of the little hiccups and dickups and dips and holes of remembering that it's not just a 3D bucket, it's a hollow thing that bones and muscles and guts live in. Yeah. But if I can be honest, I'm actually looking forward to going through all of this journey again. And real quick, the best I got, Proko gives us a bucket to start with. So, bucket, tilt it, make it go back in space a bit. This is going downwards. Then cut out a section of it, about 2/3 in. And there you have the gist of a bucket. And if you want to add fancier details past that, God help us both. But that usually gets me pretty far. As long as you know where your aces points go in the front and the back, where the Venus thing, the fabled wedge. I won't lie, most of the leg lessons that I've done up until now, all of the leg bones, at least like 30% of the stream is spent on just perfecting the pelvis, getting the pelvis right, and then actually putting muscles on top of it. So don't worry, if you struggle with that too, so do I. It's tough. Not to mention, you may notice this arm does not have a hand yet because I'm scared. So don't worry, you're in good company here. Not to mention this radius, it's a little bit more swoopy back here. It comes up a little bit, just a hair. Yeah, there's a little curvature to it, so it has some gesture. Your bones have gesture, even if they are rigid and don't move like muscles. They still have some swoopiness because they absorb shock and flexibility. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. It's okay. We'll get through it together. And then you'll actually get to see me break on camera when we get to the hands. Because I literally will not even lie. I stormed out of my house, had a mental breakdown over these things. I'm not even kidding. Fingers broke me. So let's hopefully not have that happen this time. I am not looking forward to the hand lesson though, let me tell you. We survived it, but it will break me. No, it won't. I'm in control. I'm in power. No, it will not. We got this. We're gonna be fine. The chill vibes of Zelda will get us through. We're gonna be just fine. I might even push this arc a little bit more. No. Oops. Hello? There we go. Which layer is this? It's this layer, I see. Power of smooth Zelda jazz compels you. Excuse me. I'm gonna bring this up just a hair. A little more curvature, please. Curvy bones. All of your bones have a little S curve to them. I tend to go nuts with it and go a little too crazy. You don't want it to be too crazy, but enough of a swoop to know that there's some form in there. They dance. Okay. That feels pretty good. Okay, I can't run away from it any longer. Let's do this fucking hand. We can do this. We got this. I'm not scared. You are. Shut up. Okay. We're not gonna do all of these individual bones. The muscles, the bones inside of this, we're not doing any of that. We're gonna just draw a box for this hand. But the finkies in between, yeah, we gotta do those. Alright, so let's see. Let's start with our box. Where's our box? If I'm looking at my hand, it's really hard to see from this angle, but you are seeing a little bit of it, because your hand is not a perfect tunnel straight thing. It curves. There's a little bit of, ooh, dark, a little bit of curvy curve. A little curvature. Let's see. Find the midpoint of it. Yeah. Something like that. Then, if the box of our hand goes back that way, it would, boom. Let's see. Watch. We're so fine. We're so fine. We're not gonna let this break us. We're so fine. The interesting thing is, you can draw the hand a couple of ways. The way... I'm not recording again, but it's okay. The way that Proko does it later on... We've been practicing anatomy for a good amount of time. Oh! Memorizing notes! Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I would say half of the work comes from just actively taking notes as you go. I would say I do plan to offer my own version of notes that I'm taking actively as I go through this course again, which you can get on my Patreon for only $3 if you want. But I would almost strongly suggest against that, because as easy as it is to copy...
4:45 p.m. Time to start wrapping up your workday and plan for dinner.
Thanks, Google. No, I will not. I still have her remind me, though, because it's silly. Take a break. Maybe actually, yeah, it is a good idea to stretch for a second. Oh, I'm going to look away from the screen for a sec. 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, you're supposed to look at something 20 feet away from you for 20 seconds. Did you get that? I'm going to talk while I look away out the window. There was a cat in my bed. He's gone. Where did he go? I am catless. All right. But as I look away from the screen... What was I saying? My ADHD, no! Oh, taking notes, that's right. Yes, if you want to really improve, I'd say take active notes. And apply those notes to your drawings. You gotta just keep doing it. You just gotta keep grinding it. So, I guess question, Nabiti, what kind of learner are you? Because if you are a hands-on learner, it might stick better if you just keep practicing the form that you're looking at. If you're a visual learner, watching it is part of the journey, but still, obviously, you have to do the work as well. And then, if you don't know, maybe just try a couple of different formats. If you like to listen to things auditorily wise, if you like to write things down, I'd always say transcribing on paper or having something physically writing in your hand is always the best way to learn. And then lastly, do the homework assignments, and that really does cement the information for me at least. And then last but not least, I am guilty of this, but I'm going to try to be better about it during this revisit, is to draw the form in your imagination. Not what you're seeing, but trusting your brain to flip things around in 3D and trying to draw that. So what I would like to do is, I don't see it for this one because this is the first one, and this is a rudimentary course that we're starting here, so I want to be as thorough with the lessons as possible. But going down later, what I would like to do is, for each model picture that we do, we're not going to do all of them. I'm going to do one or two of the best of the pack, and then maybe flip that and try to draw the same picture from a different angle and trust my brain. And then we flip it around in 3D and see what it looks like. So that's going to be an interesting challenge. But I guess, yeah, the question comes first of what kind of learner are you? And then once you have that information, it makes it a little bit easier for you to really cement that info for you. So I can't answer that for you, Nabiti, but you have to know what you need. And if information clicks better when you write it down, when you draw it out, when you hear it and see it, then you'll have an answer. But if you don't know, just experiment. See what works for you. Hopefully we can find a happy medium together, because I'm here to help you learn with me. Again, I'm not a teacher, but I'm going to just teach you what I know, and then you go to Proko and ask the real tough stuff. Hopefully that made some sense. Alright, let's dive back in. I'm going to take another big old bite of nudes. Been eating noodles for the entire start of the stream. They're still in here, yes. They soak up juice like the dickens. Alright. Hands-on helps it click. No, I got you. Yeah, frankly. And honestly, usually it's the stuff that we don't want to do. We can all watch a video and go, yeah, I got it. But until you actually practice it, you're like, no, I don't. I literally went through the entire tutorial of Blender, copied verbatim exactly what the Blender dude did, and then I tried using Blender myself for the first time last week. And if you go back and watch that, it was a big old mess. I would not suggest it. I would be grateful, but it was hard. That was tough. So you don't really know what you know until you do it. And as you can see from here, I'm real confident in my humerus. Somewhat getting there with the ulna and the radius, but I haven't touched the hand at all. You kind of know where your strengths lie by how scribbly or how clean a sketch is. So looking at this, I'm like, I know where my weakness is. So we're gonna power through together. We got this, okay? All right, here we go. Back into it. Let's give this thing some freaking fingers. Doing geometry nodes. Oh, have you touched Blender too? You know Blender, Nabiti? I'm gonna need your help next time we get to the next part of the body, please. Yeah, the geometry nodes, I got like somewhat into that because I was like, ooh, there's a lot of flexibility here. But if I were to try to go back and remember what he did by myself, we had icing, and then by the end of the video, we got sprinkles. How we got there, I couldn't tell you, but I wrote all the notes down and I refer to them all the time. So, again, on the Patreon, link in the description. But yeah, for me, I tend to I have to document everything I do. So if I don't look at it for a long time, I can come back and look at exactly what I learned in my own words, and that does help me remember things or jog my memory. So I just have an instant library of all the stuff I've ever learned, and I can just pull it up without having to go to the original source to remember it because I'm lazy. Or not lazy. That's the absolute opposite of being lazy, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let's draw a box for this hand. Let's see. First of all, here's the corner of my hand. Not this. This is going to confuse me. I'm going to draw, let's see. Boop. It's going down. And because your hand curves, you won't really see it from this angle. But you might actually. I drew a concave. It's more like, a convex. It's more concave. If this is the apex of the hand. Something like this. That's what I'm seeing. So let's get rid of that. That's gonna throw me off. And it'll make more sense once I add the base for the fingers. Okay. Ooh. There is a thickness to it, so let's put that in. Let's see. Make sure my midline connects. Doing all of the very smart things that artists do. Make sure you have a midline. It always helps. Keep your midline in line with your perspective. And then draw it from there. Foundational skills. Help me, God. Grease pencil! I've seen some stuff from grease pencil. That makes me really excited when I kind of get a better hand on Blender. And God help me, I'm gonna need your help when we finally get to anatomy and muscles, because I'm doing bones right now. I'm purposefully doing this course through Blender to help you guys be able to learn, so you can download the models if you want to, and B, to teach myself Blender. So I'm like, if I can sculpt the bones, then I'll finally learn how to model, and then if I can make the muscles, oh, there's a baby tickling my foot, hi honey, then I can learn how to sculpt, and finding out how to connect the muscles to the bone is going to teach me all about the mechanics and junk. So I'm like, this is my cheat sheet for finally learning how to cement myself in Blender. A year from now, I'm going to laugh at all of these early lessons and probably just go back and do all of it again. So anyway, hopefully it'll help you learn as well as help me learn Blender and also learn these 3D forms, and we can all laugh at my shenanigans later. That's the goal. But yeah, fancy stuff and grease pencil blows my mind. That's gonna be exciting. Okay. Where's my box? Let's start with a basic 3D box. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're more use than you think. Just your support right now is doing more than you think. Naviti and everybody watching and all of the wonderful lovelies that have or haven't popped in before, I welcome you with open arms and lots of love and mwah. Smooches to your jiggly noodle brain. Let's make it nice and itchy together. Scratch that noggin. It needs a good scratching. It's been itchy. At least mine has been. Alright. So now I'm purposefully being very, 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 very cautious with my pen, my hand. I want to get this right, and I don't want to make you guys watch me draw this hand for 3 more hours. Just the carpals. Okay, so we have a little, I'm still figuring it out, so it's going to be scratchy, but we got a little divot for the end of your carpals and the beginning, so they go like that. It gets progressively smaller. Like that. Yeah. Boom to boom. Build a bridge. Yeah. And there we have some carpals. That's the first part. Huh? Everything's fine. So far so good. Cool. We're not drawing the individual bones because they don't really do anything. They are stuck together like glue for the most part. They have very little minuscule movement between muscle, but there's not much, so we draw it as one form. These, however, they all got autonomy. Damn it. So we gotta do that. But the basic form for the metatarsals, or not metatarsals, that's your foot bones. Your metacarpals are one congenial big old block. Now, I do get confused because some people draw the wrist as a separate form. So like, I was gonna say you can draw the hand like this, or like this as the wrist separate. And then your hand and your thumb go boop, 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 boop. Really bad, but wait, hang on. Web. Spider web. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So you could connect these two forms, or you could draw them separately. I personally like to draw them separately though, because if you look at your wrist, yes, your hand straight on is a little bit lower than your arm bones. There's like a little bit of a dip. So some artists like to accentuate that by getting a little valley, and then your hand starts. And it just looks a little nicer. So I'm going to draw these as an oblong ellipsoid joint, like this, rather than this. But the way Proko teaches it is you draw them like that, and your thumb just kind of sticks out. But you draw what you see. Whatever you see is how you interpret it. I'm going to try this, though. Let's see how far we get. So there's going to be a little ellipse for all of these plain joints, all of these small individual hand bones that connect your wrist. They don't really do much except just connect it. Ooh, that feels so good. Stretch your hands, everybody. Yeah, so let's get in here. Let's draw a big old ellipse, a big old circle. I closed Blender, but that's how I have it in the model. You can see earlier in the VOD if you want to. And I should also just connect these two into a tunnel. Let's just see. It's really hard to see at this angle, but there is a slight, you can kind of see it if you're looking at it dead on. There's a slight side plane. Very, very slight. Okay, and now, give me an ellipse. Give me a sphere. Something like that. And I hope also, by the way, even if it is very fun to watch me suffer, I hope you're doing these lessons by yourself as well. Even if you don't have the time, maybe at a later point in your life when you're ready to take on the anatomy challenge, I hope you come back and do these lessons together with us, because you do feel the growth exponentially when you do the assignments. It's one thing to watch someone do it, like Proko, but it's another thing entirely to physically feel the growth from doing it yourself. And I'm here to help you if you want critiques. So bring your homework assignments into class and we can learn together. Again, I'm not the teacher, but I'm your study buddy here to help you figure it out. Flailing lines? That sounds about right. Not even kidding. I'm tempted to bring up my hand lesson from when I first initially did it years ago, because it's hilarious to look at it. I think I did it 3 times. Super, super fast. Let me pull it up. Let me see if it takes me less than 30 seconds to find it. Open it. Give me an H. Give me an A. Give me an N. D. S. Hands. Okay. I don't have a timestamp date for this, but this was my first rodeo. You can already see there was a second attempt at the thumb over here because it's facing the wrong way. But yeah, these broke my mind in half. It's a pharaoh! I hope you brought all of the stinky germs with you. Hello, welcome. Don't worry, y'all. There's an inside stinky joke. He's very clean, I'm sure. Let's hope. Welcome, Pharaoh. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, this is second attempt? No, first attempt, second attempt. First attempt. Nope, never mind. We just cleaned up that one. And then we put actual skin and meat on the same picture later. But yeah, they got scratchier later because I just started saying F it. I don't care anymore. I missed you, Pharaoh. We haven't had a chance to chat because I didn't see you during the punk stream. Welcome. By the way, if you want to see me yell at Danganronpa, there's a streamer that I co-host with, and they're great. You made it! I'm so glad you're well. Hey, what's up? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nebati. I appreciate that. You know, we'll call it volume. But it does start with a bunch of scratchy lines, and then at some point you kind of connect those lines. Like, God, look at the first one I did forever ago. This is our revisit, which is a little cleaner to look at, but the first one I did. Hello? Hello? There we go. Look at that. Scratch City. Yikers. It's real lumpy in here. But that's how you learn. That's how you grow. Yeah, it's okay though. They had some stuff to take care of, so yay, thanks for making it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm way more in control of my hormones in this stream. For context, guys, Danganronpa does things to me. I don't know what it is, but I'm a crazy person over there. Come on over if you want to see unfiltered lizard brain monkey crystal. Handsome 2D boy on screen. Anyway, I'm in control of my faculties here. We're a professional here. Most of the time. Recording. Alright, so now that we got our ellipsoid joint, your wrist does a dancey dance. Let's put... Also, I have really flexible wrists. I don't know. Freaks people out. Does anyone else have like 180 wrists? Maybe it's my dancer hands. I don't know. I am a dancer first, so. Alright. Now. Let's see. Do I want to have the saddle joint coming out of this ellipse? I think I do. Because if you look at the skeleton, it literally like is an extension of the carpals back there. Pharaoh, why would you oust me like that? But you're wrong. You're not wrong. I am a horn dog in there. Look, I might have a 2D crush on Nagito. I might love me some Kokichi from Danganronpa V3. I love 2D boys, okay? I love Deltarune. Chris Deltarune is my current hyperfixation. Judge me all day long. I don't care. Bring it on. Ugh. Bully me. Go. I'd like to see you try. Yeah, my Pinterest is a trip. Anyway, come on over if you want to see me and somebody else be horn dogs in there. It's not just me. I have an accomplice, okay? All right. Recording. Go. Alrighty. Woo! I'm fine. I'm in control. Oh my god, I just realized we also have to get the scapula in here. Christ! Alright. We may only get one done today. We'll see. Alrighty. This is a saddle joint. Right? Right? Says my boy. I love that grape. I really do. I might read fanfiction daily about it. So, the saddle joint, it confused me too, and it still does, but, how can I show this without showing the other thing? Can I copy and paste these notes? Hang on. Maybe I can. Ooh, wait. Can I? Oh, wait. Okay, the power of screenshots. Alright, check it. Here's the, like, visual representation of joints that Proko gives us. It's not stealing from his premium course. These are literally from his video. I'm gonna put these over here. Very much easier to look at. Simplified forms. Actually, maybe darken would be easier. No. No, we'll keep it at multiply. Fine. That white background will bother me ever so slightly. Oh wait, no. Because of this. No? Because of this? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Still got edges. Fine. I'll live with it. Let's call this Proko joints. Lock that in, baby. Lock it in. Cool. There's cat hair on my screen. So, this is our saddle joint, right? It's like it looks like, I couldn't even begin to tell you. It's two beans kissing, man. I don't know. But it's like, he calls it like a horse and a rocking chair. Like your body or your butt is the saddle, and then you sit in the horse, and that's the relationship of that. So literally, if your palms are Pac-Man and you make them mwah, mwah, you make them kiss, that's a saddle joint. One rotation, one goes up and down, but it don't do this. You have very little of this. So there's very little rotate. So if you look at your literal thumb, your thumb can go a bit sideways and go up and down mostly, but it cannot twist. You cannot twist your thumb. It can only rotate or pivot literally around your hand. So how these two kind of look in space still kind of confuses me, but I'm gonna try my best. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna try my best. You shrink, sir. Go over here. There we go. I didn't mean to stretch it. Cool. Alright. Goodbye. What's this? Merge that. Goodbye. Alright. Clean up my space. We still need to have fingies. Let's put some fingies in here. I need to give this man fingies. Man or woman. Skelly's a man, but Skella, I guess, is the girl version. I don't know. Where's the they, them, Proko? Can we get a them Skeleman? Alright. Start with a line. Boom. Give me a box. Boom. And they get progressively shortened. Each finger is half the size of the next one. This one's just foreshortened, so it's coming at us a little bit shorter. Figure of speech. Ball joint, butterfly joint, hinge joint. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. I don't know if there's any other examples of the saddle joint in the body. Proko only talks about that as your thumb. It's very much the only joint on its own that's like that. It's weird. If there are other ones, I don't remember. But Proko mentions the saddle joint as mainly the example of your thumb. Ellipsoid joint, you can see your wrist as that. Ball and socket joint, your hips and your shoulders, the limbs attached like that. And then pivot, literally your elbow. It only goes up and down. There's no rotation to your arm, your elbow. This is a separate thing happening in here. Interestingly enough, your foot doesn't do that. Your foot, I think, is also a pivot joint, but it's got a lot more rotation than most of your limbs do. I don't know. I'm getting into the weeds here, sorry. Let's draw these hands. Let me catch these hands. I can't run from them forever. There we go. I might accentuate a little bit of that gesture, just a bit of curvature. And if I look and I zoom out, the entire length of the middle finger is about the same or equidistant to the length of the carpals. So literally this distance is about the same as this distance, proportion. So let's see. A little bit longer, actually. Your middle finger is about the same length as your hand? About? But, your skin cheats. You would think that your bones end here. They don't. This is skin. This is meat. Your bones end at your nucleus. This is where your bone ends. All of this stuff is just gelatinous, fun fat. So I think your fingy actually is about a little bit longer. Yeah! Oh, I just made a discovery. I believe if we're counting the fleshy butt part of your hand, this distance is about the same as the distance to your middle fingernail. I think. Proko has a proportion chart. Go look at it. I'm just making connections right now. My mind's being blown in like real time. Sorry. Okay. Box me, baby. Alright. Box 1. How fast can we draw these hands and not hyperfixate on how ugly or perfect they are? They don't have to be perfect. Just draw boxes, Kiana. Okay, I can do it. I gotta talk myself up. I gotta psych myself up. I got this. Alright. Big old fat finger. About from there. Where does the next finger start? Let's say there. Yeah. Barely any space over there. Something like that. Oh, it's Wind Waker. Oh, it's the Great Sea. I'm not gonna lie, I like to listen to a lot of gamers and Let's Plays, so I might just one day start listening to those, but I don't want to distract people and also take people's rights. I'm just like listening to nerds on the internet anyway. I don't know, but that's a thought for another time. Fire department is happening, sorry. See, already looking at this doesn't look right. Because the boxes are not exactly in the same plane. They rotate around it. Let me think. This is why hands hurt me. They harm my brain. But it's okay, we can surpass it this time. I'm stronger than I used to be. I'm fine. I'm fine, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix, I'm fine, says Apollo. I'm fine. Something like that. Alright. That's one finger. Oh, God. Alright. And it should be tilted up ever so slightly. Yeah. I drew this on the same layer again. It's fine. It's fine. It's so fine. We're gonna just get the boxes and then make a new layer. We're so fine. I'm out of practice. It's been a while. Also, no. Let's get the fingers done. ADHD brain, come on, focus. You can do it. You can do it. Let's find the web of where my fingers land. This goes there, lands there. Dark it down! You're so good! Don't even worry about it. Appreciate you! How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm not panicking over hands. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm so good, bro. I'm so good! Yeah! Everything's fine. How are you doing? And how you doing? Alright. I'm just finding the gesture of the fingers. If you need me to break anything down, by all means let me know, but I'm gonna just keep cruising, and you're welcome to doodle with me if you like. What is the pinky doing? Is it way over there? Is that a pinky? I think it is. But there's just... No, that's the fourth. Never mind. I don't know why I was looking at this and I was like, there's only 3 fingers. No, there's a 4th one. It's just really hard to see. It's hiding! It's way back there. So it's like... Sloopy doopy doopy doo. Oh, that's gonna be confusing to look at. Oh, okay, we'll get that later. Let's get the main 2 in the front. The focus fingers. Plane 1. Boom. Oh, I got a I don't have any beats to drop. That's all I got. I don't beatbox. Sorry. Insert video of somebody beatboxing aggressively. I got boots and cats for you though. And maybe lemons and grapes. That's all I got. Apples and grapes. Lemons and grapes. Zelda and Link like apples and grapes. I would assume. If they don't, they're missing out, because I love apples and grapes. This is a fat index finger. Let's slim that down. Whoa, simmer down, boy. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while. Unlike in the fan art streams for me doodling Deltarune fan art, where I can just yuck it up and talk about whatever the heck, I kind of have to focus here. I kind of need to know what I'm doing. Otherwise, we'll be here for 3 more years of me and my ADHD not knowing what I'm drawing. Sorry. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, where does the nail end? It's a little bit smaller than half. So that's where the fingy ends. Like there. And then half of that is fingernail. Yeah. Your hand is in the rule of halves. Whole finger, half of a finger is your second metacarpal, half of that is your last one, and then half of that is your fingernail. It's in the rule of halves. I did the same thing. Oh, fantastic. I just realized we're both the same human. Amazing. Most people, I think, are also boots and cats and boots and cats. Great, great. Where's the line go? It's in the same direction. Maybe a little bit lower. But it never touches the second finger. Fantastic, fantastic. And the hard part when you're looking at this, there's not really a side plane. You can kind of see it via shadow, but I need to go back and look at the hand lesson. I know for a fact, the way Proko does it, your fingers go, wait, hang on, I'm gonna explain it. He goes, this is like a finger, or one tarsal of it, and then there's a bridge in between, That's how he draws a finger, and then you just stitch a bunch of those together. So like, oh god, this is gonna be a really cringy finger, but it's good. It's you get the idea. So that's the side plane of it. But my question is, looking at this, I may not be right or wrong here, but you tell me, chat. Does this not look like it's also going in pinchy? Like side, top to bottom, it's like straight and then bottom is pinchy. But sideways, if you look at it dead on, does it not also pinchy? Like it's in a little bit. Is that just me? Because I don't know. I might be crazy, but I feel like your fingers also kind of do this. Maybe. I don't know. Me just talking to myself randomly, I don't know. Continue. Add notes as I go. Goodbye. Goodbye. We'll leave you there. That's fine. I'm gonna make a separate place for my notes. Notes! Okay. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get these boxes in first. Boxes! Second phalange starts a little lower. About there. Give me this picture back. What do I mean by that? I mean, like when you look at, well actually I can't show you because that's a premium thing. Cat is back! Hi. The slow way he looked at me, he's like, oh, she's awake. Hi bud. I was wondering, because the way that Proko explains it again, this is hang on, maybe it's easier if I write down side. But if I write down like top, that's the same thing, but essentially if I'm looking at a finger like this, does your finger go in a little bit? That's my question. Is there like a concavity to the bones? Because if you look at the picture, it looks a little bit slopey. So bottom is bridge. Top, I was just wondering, is it concave? Because it just looks a little bit, I don't know. This isn't a great version, picture to look at, but it's not really obvious on this skeleton. It's kind of hard to tell. Especially on this one, you can't really see anything except the point is the elbow. I don't know. I don't think it's as important, but I was just curious if anybody else saw that. Food for thought, more nonsense to myself. I'm gonna keep it simple because it'll take me forever to draw all these bones if I start nitpicking exactly what they look like. We're here for simple forms, not for the actual skeleton. But I was just curious. Continue. This rate we'll never finish. I gotta finish at some point. I want to get through 2 of these, and I don't think we will at this rate. I don't usually take this long to draw bones, I'm sorry. But I'm slow today, because I'm remembering how for the first time. It's been a while, and we... Stop yelling at me. Sorry. Alright. This metacarpal starts a little bit above where this finger ends, so it should be a little bit higher, like there. I'm seeing mostly side plane, but the boxes tell me this. The boxes never lie. Again, I am more than happy to critique anybody's version if you want to have a discussion about it and we can properly diagnose what we're looking at. So I'd be curious to see your guys' attempt if you're like, I saw it this way. The best part about this lesson specifically is you can see the bones in any way you want as long as they mechanically make sense. It doesn't really matter what shapes or primitives you use. These are the ways I'm drawing them, but you can draw them any way you want. Drawing them in various different ways just adds to your knowledge of how you understand them. As long as you know what joints are happening and you can make sense of them, that's enough. These fingers are starting to look really long to me, but as long as they're not looking like spider muffet hands, I think we're good. And at some point we gotta come back to this. For the sake of this, I'm gonna get rid of this section. It's not as clean to look at. There is a little divot there that you need to know about, but we'll cover that in the bicep lesson. I feel like that's just confusing people and getting in the way. Keep it simple, sweetie. Alright. Okay. Skyward sword. It's basically just a repeat of the first finger, so it's not too bad. A little differentiation should make it more interesting. And then last but not least, our pinky friend will say for the end. I want to make sure we get these finished first. And then the thumb. Let's figure this thumb mess out. Remembering that our thumb faces towards the hand. It always has to be facing the hand, no matter what position it's in. It is always facing your palm. So let's make sure we get that in. Should never be facing away. Your thumb cannot twist, otherwise you broke your thumb. Also, looking at the negative space, there should be enough space in here to look somewhat correct, following this arc. Let me see. We got a nice action line that I want to accentuate. Look at that. You want to really capture that gesture. Bones still have gesture, even if we don't think so. There is a lovely curve happening in the bones of the forearm too. Though your humerus is pretty ramrod straight, it does continuously go right into the shoulder socket. So remember, there's still a contrast in form that can be played with, even if you're just drawing skeletons. Bones are actually my favorite part to draw. They take a while and it looks like a bunch of boxes, but it's very fun when you get good at it. Alright. Starting with my negative space, this box should be going straight down about, oops. It's got some thickness to it. I think I might have to draw my saddle joint a little bit bigger than I have it. There we go. Ow! Sorry. It's actually angling a little bit more that way. Chat, I'm gonna stand up. I would also suggest everybody get a little breather, look away from the screen for a minute. I'm not leaving, I'm just gonna take a bit of a break for my eyeballs. Oh, hi, stretchy baby. Oh, shaking that leg. Shake that leg. Ooh. Yeah. Just for you, chat. Kitty break. She's being really cute at me, and you deserve to see the cute baby. Mochi bear. I got your leg. Oh, hi, honey. Big stretch. Do you have a good sleep? You mind if I play with your belly? Is that okay? Oh, hi. Eat my foot. Yeah. Alright, chat. Oh, about maybe 30 seconds. I'm gonna just really quickly stand off to the side. I'm not gone. I'm just looking away from the screen. Oh, and then we're gonna stand up. Oh. Maybe I'll finally finish my noodles. Alright. 1 to 2 minutes. I'm still here. I'm back. Okay. Told you I'd be quick. Hello. Alright. Literally go pet a cat, pet a dog, go put something in the microwave for 10 seconds. Do like 5 jumping jacks and we're back. Also, it's a little dark. I'm going to turn my light on. Okay. So chat, I'm making a decision, an executive decision right now. If I do 2 today, I will be garbage, and we'll probably be here for like 3 more hours. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up the stream. We're going to have a part 3. And I'm not done for now. I'm going to keep going until I finish this one, but I don't think I'm going to finish the 3rd one or the 2nd one anywhere close if I keep going at this pace. Because the 2nd one that was up, I believe, I don't remember actually which one in the vote. It might have been this one, which is equally as complicated. It's basically the same one, but in supination instead of pronation. And I don't know. I just don't want to run out of gas and be boring for people. So we'll probably have a part 2, and we'll just do 2 instead of all of 3. But I would like to do all of these properly. It just may be, we'll see. If people want me to move on, we'll move on. If you want me to do all of them, then I'll do all of them. I guess I'll let you guys decide. Alright. Subscribe so you can tell me in the Proko posts which ones we should do. Alright. We're back. Not a problem. I also left for a minute. I said we should all take a break, so I'm glad you did. Welcome back. Not a problem. There we go. That looks like a thumb bone. Now, hold on. I remember this. I remember this. I don't think your thumb can do that. Try making your thumb bend this way. Mother, bless you. Bless you!
Thank you.
You're welcome. At least my thumb cannot do this, but it is, this second joint should not go past the first joint. As far as I know, my thumb does not do that. So, realistically speaking, I don't think it's possible for it to do that. But for the sake of gesture, why not? Let's break our thumbs today. Don't actually break your thumb, please God, oh don't. But yeah, if you like try to flex your thumb back, it does not, at least for mine is in a ramrod straight line. I cannot go further than that. So it's always kind of good to just palpate on your body to see what you physically can do. And if there's a pose that you're going for, try it yourself, unless it's like a crazy action pose that you physically can't do. But check and see, can you actually do half of the stuff that you're drawing? And if you're not able to, maybe check back in with reality a bit. Like, I drew Gerson doing some crazy shenanigans because he's Gerson the boom. But also, I had to physically rotate my hand and be like, could I put this on the floor? If not, then I don't know if that arm works. Rotation-wise, it doesn't fit. So, yeah, check in and see. Because I remember, like, looking at that picture and I was like, I don't think that's possible. But we'll roll with it. You gotta be sneaky and kind of catch it. Yeah. You can do it, Dorkadoo? Really? Oh. Is your thumb broken? I hope not. Or you just got really hypermobile thumbs. I do know I'm super hyper flexible in my elbow. Most elbows stop here. Mine does this. Sorry. Maybe that was scary on stream. So yeah, hypermobility is another thing entirely. Maybe you got hyperflexy thumbs. Who knows? Just barely. Cool. Well, let's see. We're gonna draw it verbatim as this looks, but it's just nice to acknowledge. I don't think that's possible for most people. But if you can do it, awesome. Palpate on yourself and play around and find out. Faffo. F around and find out. Just don't break any bones. It's not worth it. And if I'm right, this joint is the same of rule of halves. Goes for the thumb as well as for the fingers. All of your fingers are rules of halves. So this would be half of this joint. About there. Yeah. Yeah. It's confusing when you look at this picture. It's a lot of very nuanced bone structure that doesn't quite make sense. But again, this is a 3D model. 3D models have a lot more longevity and movement than an actual human does. If I were to draw this more accurately, it would be like at that angle. But it's a reference. Rolling with it. Sometimes it's not always helpful to copy what you see if what you're copying does not actually make sense in real life. I'm gonna go with a little imagination for this one because it is breaking my brain to see the thumb look this way. That's not how thumb work. That's not what thumb do. Dang it, Mom. She's going. Can't tell her nothing. That's a broken thumb right there, baby. Alright. And then halfway between the last phalange is where your fingernail starts. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. Let's give this shoulder some love. Maybe find out where the saddle joint lives. Because this is, let's see. Rubber bands everywhere. Ooh, you know what I do want to hear though? We're on the Zelda train, but if we keep going down this route, oh my what? Oh my mama, Shinderu. Is this still over here? Oh god, yes it is. Sorry for the jump scare. I was just wondering what that tab was. I want to hear some Sonic. This one's almost done. Next one we listen to will be some Sonic Goo. I want to dance. I like to dance while I work. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a while ago, my bad, I read slow. But also, yes, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention I'm double jointed, and I usually give a little disclaimer before I do things. Sorry. It's freaked many people out, not just you. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I will make sure not to do that on camera unless I warn you ahead of time. Sorry about that. I will say though, it's worked many times to my advantage as a kid when I would be trying to cut in line and I would just stretch and I'd go, ah! And people would go, and I'd be like, oh thanks, sweet, a spot in line. Konnichiwa! Look at this. Look at this. Hello. I stopped a while back. I was doing Duolingo and then I jumped off. I don't know. Not exactly as into it as now AI has taken over the platform, but I want to get back into it. Just can't afford it right now. An extra expense. As soon as I have some extra spending cash, maybe. Renshu. Oh, is Renshu another language learning app, or is it just for like Japanese? Because yeah, I would agree. I liked Duolingo, and then they made like the big AI switch, and everything's so much more automated now. You're not really learning; you're just copying what they tell you to say. It's not the same. But Renshu, I haven't heard of that. Is that the modern day Rosetta Stone? Oh, big stretch. And also, let me find. Well, no. Let's add our shoulder. I've stalled long enough on the shoulder. Let's put a shoulder in there. Just for Japanese, huh? How much is it? Is it a monthly subscription? Because I would love to try it at some point. I love learning. I'm a freak who loves learning every day. I was learning ASL for a year until I had to pay for it, but I will learn as much as I can until I can't cram any more knowledge into this brain. I will throw some knowledge in it. Throw it my way and I'll see. Thanks so much, Dorkadoo. I want to get back to it. At some point, Mom and I were debating on leaving the country to finally live in Mexico. As soon as we can get our funds together. Mexico might be where I start streaming from. But I also want to visit Japones. I want to visit Nippon. I'm just fascinated with that country. It's free! Done. I'm in. You've said it. I do love me some freemium content. Hell yeah. Oh, maybe we'll learn it on camera. We'll learn it on stream. If it's free, I'll learn it. Yeah. We'll just keep it sensitive to anatomy. The first lesson we'll just do 5 minutes of Renshu. Thanks so much, Dorkadoo. Thank you. Hi, baby girl. Is it dinner time? She's poking at my feet. Hi, honey. But there's 2 humans in this house. You should bug the other human who has the agency to feed you. Mom's working, but thank you. You're tickling my foot! The baby niddles my feet! Stop it. Okay, what the heck is happening over here? This scapula throws me off every time. The acromion process is a trip, let me tell you. We got the clavicle connecting, and then this big ol'... Hold on. I actually might be able to show you a separate app. I can't show you the Proko, but I can show you in another app. Yeah, the baby's hungry. She wants food. She demands food. But there's 2 humans in this house. And I always have her feed them on stream day. So, she'll be alright. I'm such a good mommy, eating in front of my children. I'm so good at it. Okay. Let's see. So there's this app that I absolutely adore and love. It unfortunately is not free. It is quite costly, but it is so much worth for the price that you get. It shows you all the muscles, it shows you all the bones, and anyway, this isn't an ad for this app, but I do love it. Oh god, it's creepy. There we go. I don't need to see any of the cartilage. I just needed to see that stuff. the ears are a little creepy. Get out of here. Okay, fine. Well, they're gonna stay for a minute. But the point is, I wanted to look at just the skeleton. Pretty please. Let's look at that. If you look, this, oops, hello, is Proko simplified the clavicle into basically handlebars on a bike. You're like a cha-ching, cha-ching bike. And then you kind of just loop it and connect it to the spine of the scapula, which goes down at about a 30 to 45 degree angle, depending on some people's flexibility. However, he never really got into this. I mean, maybe he explains it, but I don't remember. And it's still a wonky piece. So this big old part that juts out is not super important right now, but again, when we start attaching muscles, when you get to the arm muscle, specifically your biceps, I'm pretty sure this is a crucial bone ligament that you need to know, because it's got, there's some muscles that happens on top of this if I look. Yeah, there's one. There's probably more than that. Yeah, there's two. I was pretty sure the pectoralis minor, and your bicep. And there it is, that little groovy groove where your bicep hides. There it is. There's a groove for your bicep. Isn't that cool? Muscles are so interesting, man. Oh, that's horrifying. Goodbye. So yeah, just to give a little context, because again, I can't show you the Proko thing, but I can show you that, which is very helpful. And you can ask me questions for that software while I have it. I am still paying for it, and I will continue to pay for it while we're learning for anatomy, because it is worth the purchase. It's great. But to simplify that, it's like a box sticking out, and then you get your scapula. And you can't quite see it, but this part coming up, it's the back spine that we were looking at. The other side of it is that little diagonal ridge. A spherish shape around where the arm connects. Oh, are you talking about this thing here? I'll show you the bigger version, this picture. Because yeah, this right here, are you talking about this? This is the ball and socket, where the ball is literally the humerus, and then the socket is the part where your scapula connects to it, and it's not very secure there. The only thing holding it together is a lot of tape and glue called your ligaments. It's very easy to dislocate your shoulder. That's why you need to strengthen those muscles, like a cup. Yeah, it like holds your bone socket joint. It's a literal cup that like holds you together. But this thing that you're seeing right here, it's not very obvious on this version, but you're looking at essentially the back of the scapula, the spine of the scapula, which is this right here. So the acromion process, which is a very complex section of the body, is your clavicle, and then it kind of dips into another part. The spine of the scapula connects to that, and then you get your arm. It's a weird piece of anatomy, but it's so cool. Cups around the ball and socket joint? Yeah, right here. I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. Yeah. In fact, you could see the entire scapula as a cup for your rib cage, which there's usually cartilaginous joints holding these together. There we go. But if I put them on, you get this creepy face again, so I'm going to leave them off. But, yeah. Other than that, your floating ribs down here that have no joint or any tissue connecting them, they're just hanging out. They all round this scapula. So, yeah, the scapula is a cup for the rib cage, and the scapula is also a cup for the ball and socket joint. It just is a great cup. And if you have really good muscle control, which most of us don't, your muscles should help your scapula glide up and down your spine when you feel it. If you reach up to the top and then try to get goalpost arms, open your chest back and try to get them to pinch in the back. You might feel those muscles contracting and actually making your scapula round around. So when you round, when you put your elbows together in concave, they're hugging your spine. When you open up, they're edging away, and you get like chicken wings. So, yeah, make sure when you're drawing the scapula, it's not just a flat plane. It's rounded. It's got convexity to it because it's holding your rib cage. It should glide alongside your rib cage. And the same thing goes for the ball and socket joint where your humerus attaches. Love this stuff. Sorry. I had to freak out for a second. Don't mind me. But hopefully that breakdown makes a little more sense. So we're going to try to get into this now. So yeah, when you're going for this, go for a cup, not a flat plane, rounded cup. It did. It should feel good. If you're sitting for long periods of time, it should really feel nice. Open up your chest. Oh! Arc up, arc up, arc up. And try to pinch your shoulder blades like there's a pencil behind you. And then try to imagine your sternum is being pulled up by a rope. Like you're releasing a big old blast of energy from your boobs. Ah! It feels really good. Sorry, weird analogy, but anyway, I was a physical therapist in training. I have my ways of explaining things. You're welcome or not. Anyway. Oh. I had a lot of very interesting dance teachers. They literally were like, when you dance, try to imagine you're flashing people all the time. It really opens up your elbows. It just shows off your armpits a bit better. When you're in ballet and you're doing a cambray forward, you want to keep your legs straight and flash your cheeks. Teach had her ways of explaining things, let me tell you. That's not from me. That's a teacher original. Anyway, TMI, I'm sorry. Feels really good, though. Anyway. Sorry for that. Interesting deep dive. Let's draw a scapula, and then we'll get into these fingers a bit better, and then I think we'll call it. Because I want to get back to some fan art. I haven't touched the Titan since the last time you saw the stream, and I need to get back to that. Susie gave me a long segue. I haven't gotten back to the Titan, so let's get started. Okay. So let's see. Maybe make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So now we want the same exact thing to be on the outside. This ball and socket joint, make a little socket for the ball to fit in. So let's do that. New layer. We call this scapula. Scapular! And we'll call this arm bones. Bows. I can type perfectly well. Cool. Lock it. Love it. Gotta have it. Save it. Still need a print of that? Don't worry, it's coming in like 2 more weeks' time. As soon as I find some music that I really like, and I gotta just sit and work on it because I've just been doing other things. Like for example, where is it? Oh, I don't have it. Oh yeah, I do. It's not done yet, but Crystal K might finally have a business card. Finally. It's a rough whip stapled together as I was making it, but yay! Ordered that finally. Got around to finally making that Google form so the next speed paint you won't have to share your email anymore. Yay. Just little things. So this whole week was just working on stuff while I was finishing Susie. Gonna finally get around to that, I promise. Because I want to be on schedule for my birthday month coming up soon. September is going to be all about the end of the prophecy picture, and then Deltarune, Jackenstein, and then there's a baby. She's back. Hi, honey. I know it's time to eat. I'm hungry, and people aren't moving. I nuzzle their feet, but they don't do anything. I'm sorry, honey. Oh, don't squeak at me. Hang on. The Mochi wants to say hi. Pause. And then I promise we'll get back to it. Mochi. Sorry. There we go. Hi, honey. Oh, hi. Very, very good, humpy baby. Hi. I know. It's time to eat. I'm hungry. And you're not doing anything wrong. Awful. I know. They're a little underweight for my liking because we just haven't had the funds that I'd like in this house. I know, honey. I'm hungry too. I'm sorry. I gotta feed my child. Oh, alright. Jackenstein. Oh yeah, you're taking too long. Hang on, let me go tell the other human in the house. Mommy! I think it's dinner time for Mochi. But he's asleep. He's knocked out.
Yeah, he knows his face is where he's starting, and he says,
Yeah. Take your time. I think she just wants to get her vitamins, so I will help.
I've not heard Mochi at all.
Oh, well, Mochi, you should go yell at Auntie. Well, she knows that she gets vitamins from me, but I'm not moving, so.
So she thinks, they do the same thing. He does the same thing to me, where he thinks, even if we're feeding them, he thinks that
Stop. Oh, thank you.
okay, give me, vitamin.
Oh, thank you. When you're ready. Thank you, Dorkadoo. In all honesty, I'll be real. This summer has been tough. Again, Mom and I have not been working. Both of us were jobless for the summer. And potentially we're going to be okay this rest of the semester because we both work educational jobs. So when school's out, we just don't have anything. So it's tough. But it was a very uncertain time, and it still kind of is. So, again, put the oxygen mask on yourself, please. But every little bit does help. So right now, it's just been a weird time. And I am okay for the moment, but I am getting bitten by a baby. She's nibbling toes. Thank you. Every little day, it's like, if it's an extra expense that I can't afford right now, I can't, you know? It's just the reality of it. So if it's not mandatory, if it's not incredibly needed, I can't. Like, my car is disgusting. I need to wash it so bad, but if I don't need to, any extraneous purchases, I'm just like, nah, not today. I appreciate that. Thank you. I do feel like there's a lot of success on the horizon for us. I'm very, very excited for where we're going. I'm strangely not worried. I used to be. This summer was very pensive, but in a weird sort of way, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind. But I don't want you to have to go out of your way. I do appreciate every single one of you that are here to support. The goal was to make YouTube the current successor, and it just is taking its time. I don't want to be on here for money, though. I want to be here for enjoyment. It just is tough because that's where we are right now. So, realistically speaking, yes, money is tight, but I'm okay. Thank you, though. Though, if you want, of course, please, I would not mind. If you got friends that also like anatomy and you want to learn and grow as an artist, spread the word, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your cats. Crystal K is here to make anatomy as easy as possible so you have no excuse to learn it. I thank you! Thank you. It's also a skill to practice asking for money. I don't like doing it. I don't like it. I'm like, you need your money for you. Don't spend it on me. But I do need it. If you have excess green paper to throw around, I won't mind. But please feed yourself. Take care of yourself. I promise you, we'll be okay. Take care of you. And then if you have any left over, you can throw some my way, and I'll feed my cats more food. And then we'll be all right. Anyway. Scapula. That's all. Thank you, though. I appreciate that, you sweet pea. Thank you very much. I don't want to get too into the weeds about it because then I'll feel bad, but I'm as good as I can be right now. Some days we're not, I'll be honest, but right now I'm good because I'm here with y'all and you guys are wonderful. So thank you so much. Jazz is giving me life, though. It's very good Zelda jazz. Thank you very, very, very much, Dorkadoo. I sincerely appreciate you. And for that, I also want to make sure the Etsy shop is in top condition. Because right now, I'll be honest, the Etsy print I got was nice. But I think, like, certain types of prints would look better for the art that I do. And I just kind of threw it together as, like, a weekend project just to make it done. So if I can, I want to spruce it up a little bit. I want to give you guys more variations and options to purchase. Because it's not just the one print. It's also, like, t-shirts. But quality paper. If you're going to buy something, you deserve the best possible thing. So I want to make sure it's up to snuff when you do eventually get one. So thank you very much. But I'm going to keep working on it and cranking on it, and hopefully it'll be in top tier condition for you when you do officially want to buy one. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. the advertisement is also greatly appreciated. You do not need to, but it is always greatly appreciated. And hey, this is not a knock on anybody. If you can't pay, don't worry about it. Please take care of yourself, but spreading the word genuinely does help more than you think. So any little bit is always grateful. Thank you. And that's the last thing I'll say about it. For sure, for sure. You got it, Dorkadoo. Love your name, by the way. Any reason for it? It's very fun, very silly. Never said it, but I just thought I'd comment on it. How to box. I want to take a boxing class. Shadow boxing would be fun. Smack some dirt around. Hit a pillow. Ooh, yeah. I want to learn how to actually defend myself. That'd be a good idea. Currently, right now, this prissy princess is a dancer, and she doesn't really... These legs are meant for ballet, not for kicking people in the face. But I really should know how to do that. I want to take a self-defense class. I think everybody should. Oh! Oh! I love that it came back to family. The it do just kind of happened. Dork! It do. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. That reminds me of a quick story. My siblings used to call me baby butt for the longest time because I was a baby and I had a butt. I don't know where the story is going. There really isn't anything else to it. But, you know, family nicknames and all that. If they call you by your nickname and then all of a sudden they call you by your real name, first/last/middle name asterisk, and you're like, uh-oh, what'd I do? I'm busted. Uh-oh. I love the pet names. Those are so cute. Our family also is just weird. Like, my dad had a thing for just calling everybody some form of a head, like a food-related head. For the longest time, we were peanut head, tomato head, watermelon head. It was just like, the bigger your head is, the nicer the compliment, because your brain is, I guess, bigger. I don't know. So, if you, like, throw it around, like, nobody else understands it. They're just like, why? That's so weird. But if you call people, oh yeah, you're a peanut head, it's real tiny. If you're a, like, galaxy head, damn, you're like... Math formulas across the form meme insert. Yeah, you know what's up. Your head's like the Milky Way? Dang. Bro's aura forming over here. Alright. That's a start, I guess. The acromium process is weird. But that's a start. Spaghetti cat! Oh! I never questioned your PFP before, but I'm like, I like it now. I just saw spaghetti and I thought papyrus immediately, but spaghetti cat, I didn't even know that was a meme until you explained it to me. But I'm also an old hermit lady who doesn't understand the internet. I just doodle and stream sometimes. I'm an 80-year-old millennial, what can I say? I don't understand why the Spanish can't use forks and spoons like the rest of us. Okay, now let's try to draw this scapula. No, the clavicle. And then we can put the scapula in because that's easy. it's a little bit lower. Maybe down there. Hey, whatever boats your float, no judgment whatsoever here. I don't even know what half of the time memes are. They just appear sometimes and I laugh, but I'm not looking for them. They just kind of show up because I'm on the internet, because I have to be for my life. It's a really weird angle, but let's say the handlebars of the scapula are, I keep calling the scapula, it's a clavicle. He drew it as like boom, 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 and then like that's the space in between for your sternum. That's the idea of a clavicle. And then you soften them out for more realism, but they're mostly very rounded, hard shapes. So I'm going for, hello, there we go. Let's see. We're looking at it from like the side plane, so it's coming at us perspective-wise. It's coming in our forward space direction, less down or up, so it would be, doesn't look like it much, but it's very slightly coming forward in space. You catch my drift, you know what I'm talking about. 5,000-year-old lady with dentures and forgot where to put her glasses just sometimes appears on the internet and flops around until she's tired and then leaves. That's basically my life. It's gotten me pretty far. And also, looking at this, I'm now noticing the clavicle is more of a flat rectangular shape when you get to the end. The front of it is very round, but the side of it is more rectangular. Like everything in your body. Starts round, ends square. What's up with that? Like almost every part of your body is like that. Your humerus is like that. Your ulna and radius are like that. I'm pretty sure your legs are like that too. Starts round, ends square. Starts triangle, but ends square. It's just magic. Love it. Can't wait to hate this. When we get to the pelvis, it's gonna break me in half as well. Ooh, I can't wait to hate that. Alright. So let's imagine this is more of a square. We're looking at this on a top plane then. Or a bottom plane. It's coming down. So it's like like that. Very simplified box. I mean, it's like a swoopy that goes that way, but we're drawing simple shapes here. Simple shapes don't need to be as accurate as the skeleton. You know, slight confession. I thought I would finally chalk off the bravery to watch Mori again. This is a random tangent, but I've been seeing playthroughs of it all over the world because people are getting back into Undertale, and all of the indie games that came out around that time are getting some love. So a lot of playthroughs of Mori were popping up. And I'm like, I've seen Mori, I've seen the ending, and it wrecked me for a solid like week and a half. But I haven't seen anything of the Hikikomori route or the other routes, if there are any, and I'm genuinely like, I'm scared of that game. I'm being real, I'm real scared of Amori. It's Stark. Amori, yes. Yes. And I'm like, I applaud all of the art team that went into making it because it's so beautiful. It's a mostly hand-drawn game, and I can't imagine the amount of work that it took to make that. But good lord, the themes might I'm scared of Amori. I'm curious though, because I don't remember all the details. I remember the gist of the story and how it ends, but I don't remember a lot, and I wanna give it the precious time it deserves. I love Undertale, even though it has creepy elements. Amori deserves the same thing. Who the heck is texting me? Leave me be. I'm arting right now. You'll have to wait. But yeah, no. I gotta go back and look at Amori and give it a proper look. I will never stream it. I'll just look at it on stream and listen to streamers yell about the scary stuff happening. Oh, boy up. Are you up yet? What? Oh, there's Mochi. She's yelling. Oh, there we go. Oh, she doesn't yell like that unless she's hangry. Oh, honey. Oh my god. Okay, y'all. I mean, Mother is gonna feed her, but I might have to give her some stuff because she's hangry. Chat, I can't let my child starve. I'm sorry. Can you hear her? I'm gonna go get the baby some treats. Because she usually goes hungry. She gets hangry at 6 o'clock and it's about that time. So, I'm gonna go get her some treats. She's gonna have to yell a little longer. I know, honey. I'm coming. What's wrong? Oh! Where'd you get that? She stole the toy! What? Oh, you looked it up there, babe. This? It was in the bag last I checked. How did you get that, Mochi? That's why she was howling. I was like, that's not the Mochi howl I recognize. You shouldn't have had that. I don't know how she got it, but she Mochi did not jump that high. No. I'm perplexed. I am too. Sorry, I'm moving slow. I'm just trying to finish this pizza. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm probably gonna wrap soon in the next if you're not ready yet. I just need about 10 minutes. Well, Mochi's alright. I think she was just howling because she got her toy. Why was she howling? She got what she wanted. She was sitting on it like a dead mouse. I'm so confused. Like, I have prey that I need to protect and no one's allowed to get near it. Yeah, it's screaming to the world she's gonna hurt people that you have prey. I can't explain my daughter's answers. Confusion. Oh, a savior. Alright, sorry about that. Crisis averted. Daughter is losing her mind. I don't know if you heard any of that, but she got one of our old toys, and she was just hovering over it like a dead mouse. Like, you can't have it, so I'm just gonna howl about it. But at the same time, what you didn't realize, silly girl, is that if you yell, you're gonna tell people you have the prey, and they're gonna want it. Silly girl. Everything's fine. I've never heard her yell like that. I was like, what's going on here? She's alright. Deception, disgrace. Evil is plain as the scar on her face. No, she doesn't have a scar. Alright. I'm almost done. I think we can get a scapula in, and then we can clean up these fingers, and then we'll finally be done. But if the Mochi Bear wants to scream, she has to work for them. We have a rule. No food unless you work. So you have to do some tricks, you have to jump. We have a big old tower where she can climb. If she does anything on the tower, she gets a treat. She knows this. So she just likes to yell because she doesn't want to do anything. There's a feather on my wall. If she jumps for it once and touches it, she gets a treat. So I'm waiting for that. She knows. She'll be alright. Alright. Ever just been lazy and you don't want to get up from the couch to get your macaroni or your popcorn? You're just like, Mom! Grandma, can you bring me some soda? And they're like, no, get up and get it yourself. Ugh, that's essentially what Mochi has to do. She has to get it herself. She can. She just doesn't want to. They've done this for 2 years since we adopted them. They know what the rules are. Yes, honey. I hear your body. But you know what you have to do. Seriously. Those are the rules. It's time for Sonic. I want to hear some dope Sonic beats. Bum, 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 bum. And then we'll probably call it once I finish these scapula and these fingers. Which hopefully won't be longer than like 15 more minutes. Although I don't think Daughter's gonna make it that long. But we have other humans in this house, and they're almost done making dinner. Red light, thank you! Thank you very much. Bump, 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 bump. Got it. Thank you, Dorkadoo. Thank you so much. You want to jump, honey? Stop yelling and get hopping, honey. You know the rules. Licking mom's feet isn't going to help. You're going to have to get hopping. I love you too, big girl. You want a treat? Let's see what she does. Humping my leg isn't gonna do it. Sorry, honey. Gonna need more proof than that. Aww. Also, your brother is knocked out. He's not even budging. Sorry, I'm gonna need more evidence than that, honey. Oh, let's see what she does. Sorry, there's an echo. Wait. There we go. Well, Moch? What you gonna do, honey? Big girl gonna jump? Yay! There we go. See? That's all you had to do. She gets 10 treats. 10 jumps of any kind. Either in the living room or in my room. 10 treats for 10 jumps. Sorry, the clicker sound might be really loud. I'll try to keep it quiet. Mochi jump? What you gonna do, honey? Stream might be over because Mochi demands it to be fed. Sorry guys, but cats usually dictate when I finish streaming. You done, honey? Oh, what do we think? Round 2? Big jump? Yeah! Good job, Moch! Boop. So let's see. If she gets all 10 treats, Mom has to end stream because my mom is taking too long in the living room, in the kitchen to feed her. So I might have to step away to feed her. And dinner time usually takes a while because we do a whole play session. But for the most part, this is basically done. You gonna jump again, honey? You done? I just wanted to get in here and give this a little depth. But yeah, this is a basically done scapula. More jumps for the Mochi. Let's see what you got. You hear her yelling, that's why. So, sorry. Mochi likes to yell when she's hungry. But don't any of us do? Hangry girl says, I'm hungry. Feed me now. Woo! Station Square. Oh, recording. Okay. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get to these fingers again today, sadly. Unless the Mochi lets me. I don't think she will. She might wear herself out. What do you think? Big jump? You can do it, honey. Aw. Yeah! Good job, Moch! Sorry, this is the stream now. I'm a cat mom. What can I do? Sorry, y'all. Anatomy might be over. Let's see. If I can at least get the concavity of the scapula, I'll feel good. And wouldn't you know it, ending it with Sonic isn't bad. I'm ready. What are you gonna do, honey? Oh, that was a tiny jump. I need a bit of a bigger one, honey. And the other thing, real quick, sorry, I'm a cat mom. But the other reason we have her jump is because she actually injured her leg when she was much younger. She is deathly afraid of people. She took like cat cam when? Oh, I'm sorry. I took it off. Here we go. I'm gonna just leave it on. Oh. Sometimes the microphone comes on. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Can you see the mochi? There's mail in the way. I don't have a phone stand. Dang it. And it's right next to my AC unit. You're seeing Mom in my room. Well, if I can get this set up, I'll just leave it on. But, let's see. It's a little blurry, but something like that. Alright, she left for now. Maybe she'll come back. She'll be back. I don't think I have a camera. Wait, hang on. Maybe we can do it. We can make it work. Alright, I'm ready for her when she comes back. Ah! Fell. Sorry, bud. I need a cat cam throughout the whole stream. I know! If I could, I would just leave my phone on, but then it would die in like 5 minutes. Trust, though. I would love to have a camera just on him, just snoozing, to give you some nice ASMR of Pepper purring or something. Trust, that would be the dream. I want to catify my whole house. Guys, I want a catio. I want to give him a whole entire backyard with like a fenced-in playground they can have. I want the whole deal. I'm that cat mom. I'm gonna buy them a catio as soon as I can. Trust. This is gonna be a really dodgy recording, but it's all good. And also, I know that not everybody's here for the cats. They're like, I'm here for anatomy. How dare you? But I'm a cat mom. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You're gonna have to learn anatomy when I learn anatomy, or you can learn it faster than me and just compare notes when I catch up with you. You're always welcome to bounce faster than me. Ideally, I would love to have like a little hammock or a bed sitting above my bed so you can just see them sitting behind me, because you kind of can't really see them like this, but if they were just above my head, perfect. Keeping it as simple as possible. Hi Moch, welcome back. More foot nuzzles. You want to jump for stream again? You want to jump for the chat? Mom's busy, I'm afraid, but you know what to do to make me move faster. You can jump anytime. Oh, she done. Alright. You'll have to wait for Mom and Auntie to finish what they're doing. Ooh, jams. Hello. Promise, I won't starve the baby. As soon as I'm able to, I will walk away and feed her. Feed them. But I think he's fine. But she can make me move faster anytime she wants. It's the same thing as when your parents tell you to go touch grass outside. Stop being a hermit and live for a little. Go outside and play around. It's just a different time. Kids don't do that anymore. It's not as safe. There's a lot of freaks out there. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Not everyone is, but just be careful. Sorry, y'all. This lesson definitely doesn't normally take me this long. I'm just really slow getting back into the swing of things, but I think that's about where we'll stop. That looks about right. Yeah. Maybe if I clean this up a little bit, so you can see the inside where that concavity meets that ball and socket cup, according to Dorkadoo. And darken this a little. Oops. Ooh! Look how juicy and groovy this beat is. It's so good. As much as I would love to get into these fingers, sadly, I don't think that Mochi will let me. Daughter is very much adamant when she wants to eat. She wants to eat! She's getting hangry, so I might have to feed her. But you get the gist of it. You can fill these boxes any way you want. You know what? I will do one finger. I'll do one finger, real quick. I'll do the forefront finger, just so you can see the basic forms that we're working with. Let's see how fast I can do this. Just know that your finger is comprised of a bunch of bridges and ball and socket joints. Your hand actually is a very convex form. It's got a rounded edge to it. So it convexly hugs it in like that. Oh, yes, my mania. And then at the end of all of your fingers is another cylinder. Same thing. Connect all those cylinders together to get a finger. If you really want to be specific, they kind of convexly join in like that. Things that we'll get to when you get to the hand lesson. Mochi's back up. Going as fast as I can. Cat cam. Wow. Did I get it? Let's see what she does. I don't think my phone will stay. She's gonna be blurry. Sorry. Nope, she's blurry. I'm just hold it. Moch! I can't make her unfocus. She walketh away. Goodbye. Mom's ready! Alright. I won't starve for much longer, I promise. I'm almost done.
You ready, Mom?
Oh, Auntie sounds like she's done. I have her treats if you want them.
Huh?
I have her treats if you want them.
I see treats in her bowl.
Her bowl? Oh no, that's extra. That's the crumbs. These are, I give her whole treats. So I just save the crumbs for their food.
So this is for Pepper tonight.
I just used his bowl. They're hers. She already got 2 of them.
Okay, so these are the rest of hers.
Yeah, so he needs 10 too. But he's still like...
He's knocked out.
You gotta wake up, big boy!
Alright. Ooh.
It's time for dinner! You need to wake up! My sleepy boy. You awake? Brother says, no, leave me alone. Last moment. Bro, you awake? You awake? Say, get that camera out of my face. Okay. Bye, sir. Wake up! Alright. I think the gist of it is, if you repeat this shape all the way down, you get rings of oh, I said I would finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I don't want to stop, frankly, but Mochi demands food. I can't ignore the baby. Oh, these Sonic jams are so hot right now. Oh, they make me happy. Get that camera out of my face. And by proxy, if my mom plays with my cats, then the other cat will follow. He might wake up just because he hears action, because he's a nosy Nancy. But right now, he's not budging. He's knocked out. Oh, there he goes. Told you. Alright, they're okay. They're covered. The other human in the house is up. Captain Whiny Pants is coming in. Yes, that's his nickname. It's very accurate. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Let's see. Fingernail is tough, but let's see. Proko does it like, how do you do it? Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. This hand comes in to meet the next part of it, which is like a triangle thing. He made like a triforce. And if you can imagine drawing this 5 times, why do we hate hands? Because there are a lot of very basic shapes, but a lot! It's not that hard in retrospect to draw hands. It's just time consuming and we don't usually want to take time to do that. There we go! I think that's a good hand. That's a good start of a finger. That's the gist of it. Just know that at the end of each shape is a rounded curvy edge. This is round, and then this is round. Every edge bleeds into the next one. Oh yes, I have them. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't have the bag.
I thought I saw the bag in here.
No, I gave you all my treats. Mm.
Oh! In there with the your trash bags.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, sit still for your brother.
Dum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Alright. Well, if I'm gonna be real, I don't really want to stop chat. I'm gonna finish, because Mom's got them covered now. But, you kinda get me? That's a finger. Kinda. Alright. We're closer to the end than you think. We're actually almost done. The only other thing I wanted to do in here was clean up this ridge here. And maybe make this a bit more defined so you know the edge of the radius is square and the end of the radius is round. Circle. Same goes for the ulna, which you cannot see, but back here it is round. God, these jams go so hard. And now looking at it, this would be the halfway point of the hand, not this. I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. That looks wrong, but it's more anatomically accurate. No. See, I still make errors. I'm still a beginner myself. You see how long these take me. I could be faster if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. If I rush, it's not necessarily learning, you're just rushing. You want to draw smart. It may take you longer, but as long as you're learning. Only reason I'm upset with this ellipse is because this should bleed right into that. That should be our middle point, but as you can see, that's not accurate. So I did this wrong, but I don't know. It's a little late for that. Chat, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna finish this off camera because I want to get back in here and really clean this up. This is not gonna be a very good recording, I might scrap it, but it's nice to just see what we get. So, before... Oh no, wrong one. Let's see what we had. First one was a lot more thorough, as you can see. But, even now, looking at it, there's still some errors. This one's cleaner, in a weird sort of way, but this clavicle is not a straight plane like that. And then this one, we got a little more of that curvature happening. Dun, dun, dun. I wish I could show them at the same time. Can I do that? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Really quick. Let's just look at the before and after. Wow! It's kind of hard to see the other one, but you can kind of see some growth. Kinda. Kinda. Yeah. Oh, really? Amazing timing. That's hilarious, Dorkadoo. That's so funny. Actually, not a problem. I'm gonna probably bounce too, so no worries. But yeah! I'm feeling pretty decent about that. Again, before, a lot more thorough, but after, I'm gonna probably go back and clean this up from whatever, all of the stuff we know. So anyway, let's just see what we got in the time lapse. There's probably a bunch of really awkward cuts that make no sense at all. But let's see what we got. This is my second version because we started on the other monitor. So let's see. Ooh. Okay. We got most of the fingers in there. Broken thumb. Checkerino. We got the scapula mostly in there. Lost some of it, but we got most of it. Alright. That's alright. That feels pretty decent. We can salvage that and upload it somewhere later. Alright. Well, thank you very much, chat. I'm gonna say thank you very much for joining me, as well as to the splendid Dorkadoo who was here. Thank you so much to every single one of you who are a VOD watcher, who are future watcher, who anybody at all just popped in to say, hey, what's up? Thank you! And please, by all means, if you like what I do here, drop a like, it really does help. And if you happen to have any friends that also are learning anatomy with you, or any artists, spread the word so we can build this library together. Yippee! Yes! So, I have to go be a cat mom and feed my children because it sounds like they're getting hangry. The child will not silence herself anymore. So I'll have to say, PLD, keep playing, keep loving, and keep dreaming. And I will catch you guys next week for part 3 of the joints, where we most likely will do the next picture. I don't know what it'll be, but you guys can vote and tell me. Check the posts on all of my socials as well as on YouTube, and you will get to tell me which is next. Alright? So again, until next time, take care of yourself, drink some water, and I'll see you next week. Mwah! Bye, chat! Bye, Dorkadoo. Thank